जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे भुजे सभ्य वेणुं शिरसि शिखि पुच्छं कटितटे दुकूलं नेत्रांत सहचर कटाक्षं विदधते सदा श्रीमद्वृन्दावनवसति लीला परिचयो जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे। महं बोधेस्तीरे कनकरुचिरे नीलशिखरे वसन प्रासादान्ते सहज बलभद्रेण बलीना सुभद्रा मध्यस्थ सकल सूर सेवा बसरदो जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे। न वैयाचिराज्यं न च कनकमालिक विभवं नैयाचि हंरस्यां सकल जनकम्यां वरवधूं सदा काले काले प्रमथपति न गीत चरितो जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे। हरत्वं संसारं द्रुततरं सुरपति हरत्वं पापानामधिगतिमपरां यादवपते अहो दीननाथं निहितमजरं निश्चितपदं जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे। जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे।
1 2 3 my testing hello hello
दंगारे तो का सजा हो गलानी से माने कहि परिबे जे आमे दंगा करी गोटे निजुको निजे भूल जो प्रायश्चित करबेटा ना
ना
नो वन
कहीं दंगाटा गोटे स्वामीजी हेची ना
ସେଇଟା ନାହିଁ ତାର ଯୋଉ ମୂଳ କାରଣ
କହିଲୁ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଏବେ 50 ଲୋକ ମାନଙ୍କର ହାଇକୋର୍ଟ ଦେଇଥିଲା ଡିସିସନଟା ଆମେ 1200 ଲୋକ ମାନଙ୍କ ନାଁରେ କେସ୍ ଚଲେଇଛୁ
ଆଉ 3000 ଲୋକ ପଦାରେ ଅଛନ୍ତି ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ
ତାଙ୍କର
but he said he's doing violence he told me
as he is a follower of Swamiji and as their rights violated so that to defending such violence he is saying that I do violence
Yeah.
But where he do violence, not he was not charged. And where he does not do anything, there he charged.
So which violence and why and which target?
ଆପଣ କ'ଣ ଯେତିକି ବି କରିଛନ୍ତି ସେଟା କ'ଣ ପାଇଁ କଲେ?
କହିଲି ପରା ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଆମର କନ୍ଧମାନଙ୍କର ନାଁରେ ପ୍ରାଣ ଶିଶିଆନ ମାନେ ଚାକିରି କଲେ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ 1200 ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କ ନାଁରେ କେସ୍ କରୁଛନ୍ତି
କାଷ୍ଟ ସାର୍ଟିଫିକେଟ୍
ହଁ ହଁ 1 ନମ୍ବର କଥା
ହଁ
2 ହେଉଛି ଜମି ଜମା କଥା
ହଁ
3 ହେଉଛି ଆମର ପରମ୍ପରା ଭାଙ୍ଗିବା କଥା
ହଁ ଏ ତିନିଟା ମୁଖ୍ୟ ତିନିଟା
ଏଇଟା ହେଉଛି ମୁଖ୍ୟ ତିନିଟା।
As I started you before that land with disputes and fake caste certificates, and the third one is the violence of culture. Yeah.
But this is the reason.
Yeah,
I just want
this
to
is-
know the
yeah.
action.
No action.
Reason I am knowing, but action. I need to know action.
What action?
House burning, church burning. Basically the theories, 3 theories. 1, Christians burning because they want benefits. 2, fanatic Hindus burning. Or 3, angry tribals, they feel hopeless and they go crazy. These 3 theories.
କହିବାର ଅର୍ଥ ହେଲା ଆପଣ ମାନେ କ'ଣ ପାଇଁ ଆପଣ ଡିପେଣ୍ଡ କଲେ ସେଟା ତ ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି। ଆପଣ ଯେଉଁ ଦଙ୍ଗା ଫଙ୍ଗା ହିଂସା ଫିଂସା ହେଲା ଏଠାରେ ତ କେବଳ ଖ୍ରୀଷ୍ଟିଆନ ଲୋକ ଲାଭ ପାଇଲେ ହେଲା ସେମାନେ ପାଇଲେ ଲାଭ କିଛି ଆଦିବାସୀଙ୍କର ପରିବାର ବି ସର୍ବଶାନ୍ତ ହେଇଗଲା ହେଲା ଆଉ କିଛି ଆଦିବାସୀ ଆଜି ଡେଟ୍ରେ ବି ନିଜର ସତ୍ୱା ଖୋଜୁଛନ୍ତି ହେଲା ଏ ଜିନିଷ ହେଲା ଏଟା କ'ଣ କିଏ ବି ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରାୟଶ୍ଚିତ କରିବେନି ଯେ ଗୋଟେ ସାଇଡ଼୍ରେ ବେନିଫିସିଆରୀ ରହିଲେ କିନ୍ତୁ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ସାଇଡ଼୍ରେ ଆମେ ଲୁଜର ରହିଲେ
ଆମେ ବେପାରୀ ନୁହଁ 1 ନମ୍ବର କଥା ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କହିଦେଉଛି କହିଦେବି ଆମେ ବେପାରୀ ନୁହଁ ଲାଭ କ୍ଷତିରେ ହିସାବ ନାହିଁ ଅଭିମାନ ସ୍ୱାଭିମାନ ଉପରେ ଯଦି ଆତ୍ମସମ୍ମାନ ଉପରେ ଆଞ୍ଚ ଆସିଲା ତାହେଲେ ଆମେ ମରିବୁ ମାରିବୁ
ଦେ ଆର୍ ନଟ୍ ବିଜନେସମ୍ୟାନ୍
ଲାଭ କ୍ଷତିରେ ଆମେ ହିସାବ କରୁ
they are only fight only for their right and duty. If someone hampers it, then they are not back for killing
But
and doing
these
violence.
3 theories, who's
Yeah.
doing violence? What do they say?
Those whose rights are violated, they are doing violence.
नहीं ଯାହା ବି ଘଟଣା ଘଟିଛି ଆମର ତାକୁ ଅଧିକ ପ୍ରଚାର ହେଉଛି ଏବେ ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ ଗଲା ଡିସେମ୍ବର ମାସରେ ଭଲେ କହିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ ସାର୍ ନେଟ୍ରେ ବି କାଢ଼ିଛି ଗଲା ଡିସେମ୍ବର ମାସରେ ଥଣ୍ଡା ହେଉଥିଲା ରାଇକିଆ ପାଖରେ ବାଞ୍ଜାମା ଗୋଟେ ଗାଁ ଅଛି
ବେଞ୍ଜାମା
ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ
ମୁଁ
ସ୍ୱଳ୍ପଯୋଡ଼ି
ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ ଘଟଣା ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ ତାକୁ ବୁଝେଇବେ ଏବଂ କିଛି ମିଛ ଘଟଣା ବି ଜଣକୁ କେସ୍ ଯୋଡ଼ା ହେଉଛି ଗୋଟେ ଲୋକ ସେ ବୁଲିବା କାମ କରୁଛି ତାକୁ ଜଣା ଆସିଲା ଯେ ମୁଁ ଘର କରିବି ମୋତେ ଇଟା ଦରକାର ଅଛି ଏବେ ହଁ ଇଟା ପକେଇଦେବି ଇଟା ପକେଇଦେବି କହିଲା ଇଟା ପକେଇଦେବି ଲୋକ କ'ଣ କଲା ଇଟା ପକେଇଦେବୁ ହେଲେ ତା ପାଇଁ ଆଉ 2 ଜଣ ଅଛନ୍ତି ସାଥିରେ ତାକୁ 6,000 ଟଙ୍କା ଦେଲା ଇଟା ପକେଇଦେବି ମୋ ପାଇଁ 6,000 ପାଇଲା ପରେ ଇଟା ବାଲା ପଳେଇଲା ଗୋଟେ ଆଡ଼େ ଅଲଗା ଗଲା ବସ ଏଇଟା ଇଣ୍ଟରେଷ୍ଟିଂ ତାକୁ 6,000 ଟା ସେ ଦେଲା ପରେ ଆକୁ ଧରି ଆଉ ଯେଉଁ 2ଟା ଚେଲା ଅଛନ୍ତି ଆଉ 6,000 ଟଙ୍କା ଚା ଯିଏ ପିଇଯିବା ପିଇବାକୁ ଗଲେ ଯେଉଁଠି ପଏଣ୍ଟ ପଇସା ଦେଲା ସେ ତା ଗାଁ ସେଇଠୁ 6 କିଲୋମିଟର ଚାଲିକି ପିଇବାକୁ ମଦ ପିଇବାକୁ ଗଲେ ମଦ ପିଇଲେ ପିଇଲା ଚା ମଦ ପିଇଲେ ୟା ପରେ ପଇସା ଅଛି ଆକୁ ଟେକ ପଡ଼ କଲେ ଆହୁରି ପଇସା ବାହାରିଲା ପିଇଲେ ପିଇ ସାରିକି ରାତି 10ଟା ପିଇ ହେଲା ତାପରେ ତ ହୋଇଆଇଲେ ତା ଘର ଛାଡ଼ିବେ ଏମାନେ ବି ଗାଁ ଯିବେ ସିଏ ଓଭର ହେଇଯାଇଛି ପଇସା ଦେଲା ବାଲା ଓଭର ହେବ ନା ବେଶୀ ଇଏ ପଇସା ଦେଇଛି ଓଭର ହେଇଯାଇଛି ଆଉ ଇଏ କ'ଣ କରୁଛି ଆକୁ ଟେକି ନେଇପାରିଲି ସେମାନେ ନଦୀରେ ପକେଇଦେଲା ପଡ଼ିଗଲା ଥଣ୍ଡା ବରଫ କନ୍ଧମାଳ ତ ବରଫ ଡିସେମ୍ବର ବରଫ ନା ସେ ମରିଗଲା ପରେ ସକାଳୁ ଡେଡ୍ ବଡି ତାକୁ ପୋଲିସ ରାଇକିଆ ପୋଲିସ ଆଇଲା ଡେଡ୍ ବଡି ଗଲା ପୋଷ୍ଟମର୍ଟମ ହେଲା ଅତ୍ୟାଧିକ ମଦ୍ୟପାନ ଥଣ୍ଡା ଜନିତରେ ମରିକି ହେଲା ସେ କେସ୍ରେ ମନୋଜ ପ୍ରଧାନ ଏଗେନ୍ଷ୍ଟରେ ସେଇଦିନ ୱାର୍ଲଡ କାଉନସିଲ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଚର୍ଚ୍ଚରେ ଆସିଲା ନ୍ୟୁଜ୍ ଲେଟରରେ ମନୋଜ ପ୍ରଧାନ ମର୍ଡର ଜଣକୁ କଲା ବୋଲି ଆଇଲା
କେବେ ଏଇଟା ଡେଟ୍
এইটা হচ্ছে ডিসেম্বর মাসে এক্সাক্ট ডেটটা দেবি
ଡିସେମ୍ବର 10 ନା
ହଁ ଡିସେମ୍ବର ସେ 10 ଭିତରେ କ'ଣ
ନାଇଁ 2010 ନା last year in December 2010 a man was
ଲେବର
dead with heavy drinking and due to winter when his returned back after drinking his foot are slipped in a river and on that day heavy winter is here and due to the winter and high drink is getting dead. On that issue, police comes, investigation completes, police
Postmortem.
gives the report that due to rain and winter is get dead. But particular on that case, he was accused.
ନାଇଁ ରିପୋର୍ଟ
He was declared as a accused at world class church.
ସେ ବି ପାଷ୍ଟର କହିଲା ୱାର୍ଲଡ କାଉନସିଲ ଅଫ ଚର୍ଚ୍ଚ କହିଲା ଗୋଟେ ପାଷ୍ଟରକୁ ମନୋଜ ପ୍ରଧାନ ଆଜି ଆସି ସାଇଟ୍
And that spreads a news that Manoj Pradhan killed a pastor
ପାଷ୍ଟର
on 2010 after the violence. Yeah,
when I was in jail.
particularly at that time he was in jail and the message spreads wrongly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Defamation, slander.
ୱାର୍ଲଡ କାଉନସିଲ ଅଫ
libel.
ଚର୍ଚ୍ଚ
World
ୱାର୍ଲଡ
Council.
କାଉନସିଲ ଅଫ ଚର୍ଚ୍ଚ ଏସଓଆର ନ୍ୟୁଜ
Okay.
और न्यूज कौच वर्ल्ड काउंसिल ऑफ चर्च एशियन न्यूज और दो तीन न्यूज आसला
So where is the headquarters, World Council of Church
वर्ल्ड
headquarters?
काउंसिल ऑफ न्यूयॉर्क
New York.
New York.
नियर
Okay.
वाटिकन न्यूज
So they have a
नहीं वाटिकन न्यूज भी अच्छी
they
वाटिकन
have-
रेडियो
they
वाटिकन
have-
न्यूज
They have a branch in Orissa.
नो
Office.
ऑल चर्च
Also has the branch of that
Branch.
council.
Okay.
ऑल चर्च
Hey, and then I want to ask when the tribals become angry like this and they attack, do they attack random or do they have specific targets?
अच्छा जो अटैक कराई ଯେମିତି କି ଖ୍ରୀଷ୍ଟିଆନ ଘର ଫର କି ଚର୍ଚ୍ଚ ଭଙ୍ଗା ହେଇଛି ସେୟାକ जो ସ୍ପେସିଫିକ ଲୋକଙ୍କର ହେଇଛି ନା ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କର ସବୁ ଖ୍ରୀଷ୍ଟିଆନ ହେଇଛି
କିଛି କିଛି କୌଣସି ହିନ୍ଦୁ
ସ୍ପେସିଫିକ ମାନେ ଯାକୁ ଟାର୍ଗେଟ କରାଯାଏ
ନା
ନା ଯାକୁ ଟାର୍ଗେଟ ନାହିଁ
ଆଉ
ତମର ଏ ଜାଗାଟା ନୁହଁ ତମେ ଏ ଜାଗାରେ ଆମେ କହୁଛେ ଏ ଜାଗାରେ
ମାନେ ଯୋଉ ଜାଗା ଡିଷ୍ଟର୍ବାନ୍ସ ହେଇଥିଲା
ହଁ,
ସେ ଜାଗା
ହଁ।
ସେ ଜାଗା ଗୁଡ଼ା ସବୁ ଚାର୍ଜ
only for those specified people those who are cheated and tortured that tribal people only there is the violence
Okay.
happens.
And this brings us back to these points here. I need any evidence, any documents to
ପାଖରେ
show.
ଅଛି କି land dispute violence of culture
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा
Okay, land disputes, caste certificate, I have many, but I need to see violation of like Dharani Penu. I want to see like violation,
Non-tolerance.
abusing
हाँ हाँ
words, abusing Hinduism.
ଆପଣଙ୍କର କ'ଣ ଡକୁମେଣ୍ଟ ଅଛି କି ହିନ୍ଦୁ ମାନଙ୍କ ବିରୁଦ୍ଧରେ କିଏ ଗୋଟେ କହୁଥିବ କ'ଣ ଏମିତି ତାଙ୍କ ଲୋକମାନେ ଷ୍ଟେଟମେଣ୍ଟ ଦେଇଥିବେ ଆପଣ ଯୋଉଟା କହୁଛନ୍ତି
ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିକାଲି ଜିନିଷ ସେଗୁଡ଼ାକ ଦେଖିଲେ ଜାଣିପାରିବେ ଯେ ଏ ଜାଗାରେ
they are practical not
ଏଭିଡେନ୍ସ ନାହିଁ ତାର
Yeah, but the
document
thing
ନାହିଁ।
about this is
No,
if
it's
you
one
get,
person.
ek minute, let's say we have one incident, someone is abusing Dharani Penu's
ଗାଳି କରୁଥିବ
temple,
ହିନ୍ଦୁ ଇଏକୁ ଯୋଉ ଆପଣ କହିଲେନି କି
ହଁ।
and we have no video, we have no camera, but we have witnesses. So if I get 3 to 5 people
ସେମିତି
say
ହେଲେ
yes, we
practical
saw
ଗାଁ
this,
ବୁଲିବାକୁ
this is
ପଡ଼ିବ।
evidence.
କାହିଁକି ଆମେ କେବେ କେସ୍ କରିନି
if
ତାର
we are go
document
to the
evidence
village
ନାହିଁ।
then we get more and more evidences
କାହିଁକି
I'm
ଗାଁରେ
not
କହିବେ
going.
ସେମାନେ
ନାଇଁ
ଗାଁରେ
ନାଇଁ ଏମିତି ବି ହେଇଛି ଗୋଟେ କେସ୍
କିନ୍ତୁ କେସ୍ ବାସ୍ ଆମେ
ନାଇଁ
କରିନୁ ବହୁତ କେସ୍
ନାଇଁ,
ବାସ୍
ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ,
ବହୁତ
ମୁଁ
ହେଇଛୁ
ଆପଣ-
ଆମେ
ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କହୁଛି
torture
ଗୋଟେ-
ହେଇଛୁ କିନ୍ତୁ କେସ୍ ବାସ୍
ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ ଗୋଟେ କେସ୍ ମୁଁ କହୁଛି ରାଇକିଆର ଗୋଟେ ଜାଗା ବହୁତ ଭଲ ଜାଗା ସେ ଜାଗା ଜଣେ ଖ୍ରୀଷ୍ଟିଆନ ଦଖଲ କରୁଛି
ଆবার এটা পছি দে
ଦଖଲ କରୁଛି
ଆଉ ଟିକେ
ହେଲେ କ'ଣ ହେବ ସେ ସମୟ ସ୍ୱାମୀ ହତ୍ୟା ହେଇଗଲା
Hey, can you translate every 1 minute because this isn't working for me. This 10 minutes Oriya and then I get 30-second English. It's not working. He should speak 1 minute, you translate, then continue. Then I can.
ଟିକେ
just-
শর্ট রে କୁହନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ ସେଟାକୁ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ଇଏ କରିବି।
ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ ରାଇକିଆର ଗୋଟେ ଘଟଣା ଗୋଟେ ଆଦିବାସୀ ଲୋକ ଜମି से समय स्वामी हत्या ହେଇଗଲା।
Okay, क्या?
A land of tribal people
Yes.
dispute
Yes.
with the Pana Christian,
Yes.
and during that time Swamiji was killed.
Okay.
ସେମିତି ସେ କ'ଣ କଲା, ବାପ ପୁଅ ତା ପରିବାର ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ସେ ଏକୁଜ କରିଦେଲା, ଗୋଟେ ରିପୋର୍ଟ କରିଦେଲା।
अच्छा
ସେମାନେ କ'ଣ କଲେ ସେତେବେଳକୁ, ସେମାନେ କେସ୍ ହେଇଗଲା, ସେ ଜଙ୍ଗଲ ଲୁଚିଲେ ଯାଇକି,
अच्छा किए हमर आदिवासी लोक
ଆଜି ଲୁଚିଲା।
अच्छा
ସେ ଭିତରେ ସେ ଘର କରିଦେଲା, ସେ ଜାଗାରେ ଘର କଲା,
ହଁ।
ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟରୁ ସପୋର୍ଟ ପାଇଗଲା।
ठीक है at that time the Pana Christian filed and lodged a case against those tribal peoples. With them that
My
guy
ha-
has some problems,
ମୋ ଘର ଭାଙ୍ଗିଲେ ବୋଲି କହିଲା।
and as the case lodged against these tribal peoples are hidden in dense forest, and due to that situation the Pana Christian gets the benefit and built his home particular at that place.
So this is land violation.
Yeah.
ହଁ।
And so
Culture.
And wait. So you tell me this, I have faith, I believe you. But this will not work, just a story.
ଏଇଟା ଆପଣ କହିଲେ ସେ ବିଶ୍ୱାସ କଲେ ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି, କିନ୍ତୁ ପ୍ରମାଣ କ'ଣ ଅଛି?
ଡକୁମେଣ୍ଟ
Exactly. Okay. And then
ସେ କଥା ବି କହିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ।
ଡକୁମେଣ୍ଟ
ହାଇକୋର୍ଟ
ହାଇକୋର୍ଟ ଦେଇଛି ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ।
4 ସପ୍ତାହ ଭିତରେ ଭେକେଟ୍ କର।
ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ
6 ମାସ ହେଲାଣି ଭେକେଟ୍
ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ, ଆରଡିସି ଅର୍ଡର ଦେଇଛି। ଆରଡିସି ଅର୍ଡର ଦେଲା ପରେ ସ୍ୱାମୀ ହତ୍ୟା ହେଲା ଏବଂ ସେ ଲୋକ ଜାଣିପାରିଲା ଯେ ଲୋକ ପ୍ରକୃତ ଜାଗା ନେଇଯିବ ମୋଠୁ। ତାପରେ ସେ ଲୋକ ଏହାର ପରିବାର ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କ ମାଇକିନା ପିଲା ବୁଢ଼ା ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ କେସ୍ କରିଦେଲା ଯେ ମୋ ଘର ଭାଙ୍ଗିଦେଲେ ଏବଂ 80,000 ଟଙ୍କା ପାଇଲା ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟରୁ, ଘର କରିନି। ତା ଆଦିବାସୀ ଜମିକୁ ଦେଖିକି ସେ କଲା କେସ୍ ଏବଂ ହାଇକୋର୍ଟ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ କହିଲେଣି 4 ୱିକ୍ ଭିତରେ ସେ ଲୋକକୁ ଜାଗା ଦିଅକୁ ଗଲେ ପ୍ରଶାସନ ବି କିଛି କରୁନାହିଁ।
As the revenue department and also the judiciary
Yeah.
gives decision in favor of that tribals,
yeah.
and
District administrator
directed them to quiet the place
4
within
weeks.
4 weeks.
4 weeks.
But still it is 6 months continue, but they do not quiet.
Okay. And documentation.
Ah.
Okay. And then so this other one, you said there's no proof. What I'm saying is that
Culture violent.
yeah, if you have even 3 people writing statements,
ତିନିଟା
we
ଲୋକ
saw this. This
ଲେଖିକି ବି
is
ଯଦି ଦେଇଦେବେ,
proof. This is a
ଜାଗା
type of
ଆମର
proof.
ଯେମିତି କି ଆପଣ ଦି ଜଣ ଯେହେତୁ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଏଇଟା ବୋଲି ଆଉ 3ଟା ଲୋକ ହେଲା ସେମାନେ
And then
ଲେଖିଦେବେ,
if they can notarize it, notary, notarize.
affidavit ବି କରିକି ଦେଇପାରିଲେ ଆହୁରି ଭଲ।
Then I can put in my report.
ସେଟା ଟିକେ କରିବେ,
ନାଇଁ ହବ
କରିକି ମତେ ଦେଇଦେଲେ
ଆପଣ-
ମୁଁ ପ୍ରଡ୍ୟୁସ୍ କରିଦେବି।
And I want examples.
ମହାପାତ୍ର କମିଶନରେ ଗୁଡା
ଦିଆହେଇଛି।
ଏଫିଡେଭିଟ୍ ପଡ଼ିଛି।
ଆମେ ସେଠୁ ପାଇବୁନି,
ନାଇଁ ସେ ପାଇବନି।
ଆମେ ସେଠୁ ପାଇବୁ କି? ଆମେ ନନ୍ ଅଫିସିଆଲ
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ ଏଇଟା ନ୍ୟୁଜ୍ ଆଇବ ନା ଇସ୍ୟୁ ଗୋଟେ।
ଆମେ
And then
ରିସର୍ଚ୍ଚ
G.
କରୁଛୁ ବୋଲି ଆମକୁ ସେମାନେ ଦେବେ କି? ସେମାନେ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ଲୋକ
So, gee, I have seen.
ଆସନ୍ତୁ ବୋଲେ ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ଆମର ଯେଉଁ 7 ଦିନ
ଥିଲା।
5 ଦିନ ଷ୍ଟେଇଂ ହେଇଗଲା, 5 ଦିନ ଷ୍ଟେଇଂରେ ଆମ ଗୁଡ଼ା ମାନେ ରାତି 12 ହେଉଛି ଘରୁ ଗଲାବେଳକୁ।
Okay, and I have seen maybe 5 damaged churches here in Kandhamal in 1 week, but I have not seen any damaged Hindu temple. I have not
ହିନ୍ଦୁ
seen
ମନ୍ଦିର
any
କୋଉଠି ଭଙ୍ଗା
damage.
ହେଇଛି? ହିନ୍ଦୁ
ହଁ ହିନ୍ଦୁ ଟେମ୍ପଲ ଭାଙ୍ଗିଛି,
ଦିଗିରେ ଭାଙ୍ଗିଛି,
ହିନ୍ଦୁ ଟେମ୍ପଲ
ରାଇଟାରେ ଭାଙ୍ଗିଛି।
ହିନ୍ଦୁମାନଙ୍କ ବହୁତ
ତାର
କରିଛି।
visual
ଶୁଣ
କଣ?
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ ଶୁଣ 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 ମୁଁ କହୁଛି ତାକୁ ବୁଝେଇଥିବ। ସ୍ୱାମୀର ହତ୍ୟା ହେଲା 23
ଅଗଷ୍ଟ
ଅଗଷ୍ଟ,
2008।
ସେଦିନ ଶନିବାର ଥିଲା ନା ନାଇଁ। ଭାଇଲେନ୍ସ ବଢ଼ିଲା, କାହିଁ ବଢ଼ିଲା? 24ଟା ହେଉଛି ରବିବାର, ଏ ଜିନିଷଟାକୁ କ୍ଲିୟର କରିଦେଇଛି।
ହଁ
24 ତାରିଖ ହେଉଛି ରବିବାର ଥିଲା। ରାଇକିଆର ମାସିଡ଼ିକିଆ, ମନ୍ନାସରୁ ବାକିଙ୍ଗିଆ, ଟିଆଙ୍ଗିଆ ହେଲା, ଏସବୁ ଜାଗାରେ ଚର୍ଚ୍ଚ ମାନେ ସେଦିନ ଗୋଟେ ବିଜୟ ଉତ୍ସବ ପାଳନ କଲେ। ସ୍ୱାମୀଜୀଙ୍କ ହତ୍ୟା ହେଲା 23 ଡିସେମ୍ବରରେ ରାତିରେ ହେଇଛି, ସକାଳେ ଚର୍ଚ୍ଚ ଅଛି, ସବୁ ବିଜୟ ଉତ୍ସବରେ ମଦ ମାଂସ ଖାଇଲେ ଯେଉଁ ଡେଇଁଲେ, ତାର ପରିଣାମ ଆଉ କିଛି
As Swamiji was killed on 23rd August,
ଶନିବାର ଥିଲା।
that is Saturday. The next was Sunday, and on that day, every Christians who were in the church,
ନା ନା
they celebrates
विजय उत्सव
death of Swamiji as victory day, and they
Where's the
got
proof?
हाँ
ଗାଁ ବୋଲେ ଆପଣ ଗାଁରେ
He has many
ବୋଲେ
proofs.
କି?
He has many proofs, so that the tribals and the Hindu fanatics aggravate. That as our father died, they celebrate. Yeah,
Okay.
and some temples, just I note down, because it is not possible to go to see the temples.
They can send
Yeah.
photo.
ଆପଣ ସେ ମନ୍ଦିର ଏ ଯେଉଁ ଆମର ହିନ୍ଦୁ ମନ୍ଦିର ଖଣ୍ଡ ଭାଙ୍ଗିଛି
ହଁ, ହଁ।
ଫଟୋ ଫଟୋ ରଖିଛନ୍ତି
Email.
ଅଛି ବୋଧେ ଅଛି
କୋଣ ତ କୋଉଠି ଗୋଟେ ଭାଙ୍ଗିଛି ମନେ ଅଛି ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି ଉଦୟଗିରିର କୋଉଠି
All you have to do is scan and email.
ୟା ଦେ ସେଣ୍ଡ ଟୁ ମି ଦେନ୍ ଆଇ ସେଣ୍ଡ
Okay.
ନା ନାଇଁ
And any attacks on the Dharani Penu.
ହଁ ହଁ
ଏଇଟା କୋଉଠି କୋଉଠି ଉଦୟଗିରି ଗୋଟେ ହେଇଥିଲା ମନ୍ଦିର
ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଆଙ୍କ ଘର ପାଖରେ ଦିଲ ମହାନ୍ତି
ହଁ
ପଛପଟେ
ହଁ ସେଇଟା
ଯାଇକି
ତ୍ରିନାଥ ମଣ୍ଡପ
ମୀନା ମଣ୍ଡପ ଦେଇକି ଶିବ
ସେମାନେ
ମନ୍ଦିର
ଫାଷ୍ଟ ଆରମ୍ଭ କଲେ ନା ସ୍ୱାମୀ ହତ୍ୟା ପରେ ପ୍ରଥମେ ସେମାନେ ଆରମ୍ଭ ହେଇଛି ନା
ଆଚ୍ଛା
ଏ ଭାଙ୍ଗିବାଟା
ଦେଇକି ଶିବ ମନ୍ଦିର
and that Shiv temple which was long years ago found by farmer that is also affected.
Oh, okay.
ହୁଁ
And how about Mahima Dharma?
ମହିମା
ମହିମା ଧର୍ମ ଏଠି
ନାଇଁ
This area, no?
No, no.
Oh.
ଥିଲେ ବି ବହୁତ କମ୍ ଲୋକ ତାଙ୍କର
ଏଇଟା ହାତ ଉଦୟଗିରି ଗୋଟେ ରାଇକିଆ ଦୁଇଟା ନାଇଁ କି ଗୋଟେ ତ୍ରିନାଥ ମନ୍ଦିର ଗୋଟେ ଦେଇକି ଶିବ ମନ୍ଦିର ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଉଦୟଗିରି ନାଇଁ କି ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ହେଇଛି ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି
And how many Hindus, tribals killed
କେତେ ହିନ୍ଦୁ ଲୋକ
last
ଅଛନ୍ତି?
violent cycle?
1 7 8 ବାଣ ହିନ୍ଦୁ ଜଣେ 9
ନାଇଁ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ
ନା କେତେ ଲୋକ ମରିଛନ୍ତି କଣ
ସରକାରୀ ହିସାବରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର
ସରକାରୀ ହିସାବରେ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ 34 କହୁଛି
ସବୁ ଗୁଡା ମିଶେଇ
ଆପଣ ହିନ୍ଦୁ
ହିନ୍ଦୁ ଲୋକ କଥା
ନାଇଁ, ନାଇଁ।
ଆପଣ ତୁମୁଡ଼ି ବନ୍ଦର କେତେ 7 ପୁଲିସ
ସାତ।
ପାଇଲେ
ନାଇଁ
ହଁ?
ନାଇଁ ସେ ଜିନିଷ ସେ ଜାଣିବା
ସିଏ ପଚାର ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ
ଘଟଣା
ଆଜ୍ଞା,
କ'ଣ
ସିଏ କ'ଣ
ନାଇଁ,
ପଚାରୁଛନ୍ତି ସେଟା
ନାଇଁ,
କ'ଣ
ସିଏ-
ହିନ୍ଦୁ ଲୋକ କେତେ ମରିଛନ୍ତି ସେଟା କୁହନ୍ତୁ ତାପରେ ଆମେ ଆନାଲିସିସ୍ କରିବା କେତେ ହିନ୍ଦୁ ଲୋକ ମରିଛନ୍ତି
ହିନ୍ଦୁ ଲୋକ 7 ଆମ ରାଇକାରେ 8 ଶିଶୁ ମଙ୍ଗଳ 9
9 ଜଣ ଏଇଟା
9
ଅଫିସିଆଲ
12 ସମୟ 10
10ଟା
ନା ଏ ଭିତରେ ବି ଅଛି ତଫାତ ଅଛି
ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ
ଆରେ,
ପଚାରୁଛି, ଆପଣ ସେଟା କୁହନ୍ତୁ
12 କମା 1
ବାରଖମା ହଁ ବାରଖମା
10ଟା
କୁର୍ତ୍ତମଗଡ଼ 7
7
ଶିଶୁମଙ୍ଗ 8
8
ରାଇକିଆ
9
9
9 ଜଣ 9 Hindi peoples also killed during the Kandhamal violence.
So has there been any legal follow-up to the
Violence,
murders? Like did they accuse anyone?
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ ଭାଇଲେନ୍ସ
Has-
ନାହିଁ
wait,
ପୋଲିସ
wait.
ଫାୟାରିଂରେ
ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ ଆଜ୍ଞା ମୁଁ କ'ଣ କହିଲି
ଇଏ
ଆପଣ
କ'ଣ
ସେ-
One
ବୁଝନ୍ତୁ
question.
ସେଟା-
ଅଧିକ ଏକା ସାଙ୍ଗେ ବୁଝେଇ
ନାଇଁ,
ଦଉଛୁ
ହଁ, ହଁ,
ହିନ୍ଦୁ କେତେ ମରିଗଲେ ଆମେ
ହଁ,
କହିଲେ
ହିନ୍ଦୁ,
ହିନ୍ଦୁ 9 ମରିଲେ
ମୁଁ କହିବାର ଅର୍ଥ
ହଁ।
ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ଯୋଉ ପୋଲିସ ଫାୟାରିଂ କଲା ବ୍ୟକ୍ତିଗତ କ'ଣ ଦଙ୍ଗା ପୂର୍ବରୁ ମାରିଥିଲା କି ଦଙ୍ଗା ପରେ ମାରିଲା କି ଦଙ୍ଗା ସମୟରେ ମାରିଲା
ଦଙ୍ଗା ସମୟରେ।
ମୁଁ କହିବାର ଅର୍ଥ ସେଇଟା
ହଁ।
9 Hindi peoples were killed during that violence and some were killed 7 people are killed by the police and the others are killed
No.
by the
8 people
Eight people are
ରାଇକିଆ
killed.
1 କୁର୍ତ୍ତମଗଡ଼ 7
8 people are killed by the police and also we called them the state government for state government and the others are the victims
Just
of this violence.
one,
Two. Yeah.
So what happened to the murderers of these two guys?
जो ଆମର ହିନ୍ଦୁ ଲୋକ ବିନା ପୋଲିସରେ ଯୋଉ ଆମଲେ ତାଙ୍କୁ କିଏ ମାରିଥିଲା ମାନେ
ଖ୍ରୀଷ୍ଟିଆନ
ଖ୍ରୀଷ୍ଟିଆନ୍ସ
Were they arrested?
ସେମାନଙ୍କ
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ
no.
କିଛି ନାହିଁ
Were they
ପୋଲିସ
charged?
ଆକ୍ସନ
ତାଙ୍କ ଉପରେ କେସ୍ ବାସ୍ କିଛି ହେଇଛି
କିଛି ନାହିଁ ଯୋଉମାନେ ରିପୋର୍ଟ ଦେବାକୁ ଗଲେ
ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ
ତାଙ୍କୁ
ଭିତରେ
ପୋଲିସ
ପୁରେଇଲା।
ପୁରେଇଲା
those who are going to file a case against those guys they are get arrested and forwarded to jail.
Yeah, this is important.
Yeah.
So the names of the two Hindus
ରାଘବ
killed
ଦିଗା
and the names of the killers accused who
ରାଘବ
escaped.
ଦିଗାଲ ଆଉ କିଏ କହିଲେ
ରାଘବ ଦିଗାଳ ଆଉ ଆମର କ'ଣ ସଦାଶିବ ପାଞ୍ଜିମାର
ବନାଦେବ ପ୍ରଧାନ
ବନଦେବ ପ୍ରଧାନ ତାଙ୍କୁ କିଏ ମାରିଥିଲା ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି
ଏ ତ ପୋଲିସ ଫାୟାରିଂ ବୋଲା
ବନଦେବ ପ୍ରଧାନ
ବନାଦେବ ପୋଲିସ ଫାୟାରିଂ
ତାକୁ ଯିଏ କହିବା ପାଇଁ ଗଲା
ତାକୁ ଯୋଉମାନେ ନେଇକି ମେଡିକାଲ ଗଲେ
ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ
ତାଙ୍କୁ
ଭିତରେ
ପୋଲିସ ଆରେଷ୍ଟ କରି ପୁରେଇଲା
ରାଘବ ଦିଗାଲ ଖ୍ରୀଷ୍ଟିଆନ ତାକୁ କିଏ ମାରିଥିଲା ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି
ଆମେ ତ ଜାଣିଛୁ ସେଟା ଆପଣ ପୁରା ଗୁନ୍ଧାଣୀ ଗାଁଟା ନାଁ ଲେଖିଦେବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ
ଆଚ୍ଛା all the villagers of Gundhani Gundhani first have a place no one is dare to go there. No administration, no Hindu tribal people.
Maoist.
This is
Still
very
today.
very sensitive. They have more weapons, latest weapons,
Well, Pana.
and they are Pana Christians. The weapons are migrated from the abroad. Yeah,
So the killer is in this village.
yeah, all are
Oh, okay. What name?
Gundhani.
Gundhani.
Near
Villain name is
Jayadegiri.
Gundhani.
Okay.
Gundhani, I mean,
And so the other
They
Hindu,
killed-
the other Hindu
No, no,
victim.
no.
What's his name? Shaba.
Raghava Digal,
Raghava Digal. And then the second victim.
Banadev Pradhan. With the
Banadev.
instruction of Christians, the police killed.
ଏଇଟା ବନଦୁଦିଗଳ ହେଲା 23/9/2008 ରେ ତାକୁ ଫାଇରିଂ
So he was not. He's not part of the seven.
ତାପରେ ଇଏ ଯୋଉ ଆମର ବାରକୁମାର ମରିଗଲା
Okay.
ବାରକୁମାର କି ନା ବାରକୁମାର ଖ୍ରୀଷ୍ଟିଆନ ମାନେ ମାରିଛନ୍ତି
ଏ ଆମର ଖଗବତୀ.
ହଁ ଭଗବତୀ
One man, that tribal guy, Khagapati Pradhan, as Lambada stated, he was also killed by the Christians. Khagapati Pradhan.
Okay. And so even if these killers are hiding in this village and no one can go there, still charge sheet can be filed. Has any charge been filed against the killers of these two Hindus?
What's it?
I was saying even if someone's hiding, still you can file charge sheet against them. So has anyone filed murder charges against these Christians?
These cases are under investigation.
So no charge has been
No,
filed?
no.
No accusation
Khagapati
filed?
और राघवर केस
ହଁ କିଏ
का ଖ୍ରୀଷ୍ଟିଆନ का अरेस्ट करा ହେଇଛି
ନା।
ନା ନା ନା
ସେଟା ତମେ କହିଦିଅ.
No charge? No investigation?
ନାଇଁ ନୋ
Okay.
କିନ୍ତୁ
ମାନେ
ସେ ଯେ-
ପ୍ରଶାସନ
ହଁ କେସ୍ ହେଇଛି କିନ୍ତୁ କିଏ
ନାଇଁ,
କାହାକୁ
ପ୍ରଶାସନ କ'ଣ କଲା ସେ ସମୟରେ ଏମିତି ବି ହିନ୍ଦୁମାନଙ୍କୁ ସୁଯୋଗ ଦେଲାନି ଯେଉଁମାନେ ଅଛନ୍ତି ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି ସେମାନେ ସୁଯୋଗ ଦେଲାନି ସେମାନେ ରିପୋର୍ଟ କରିବେ ଏ ପ୍ରକାର ବି ହେଲା
administration did not give any
chance
chance to the Hindu people
So
to file
because
case and to cooperate with
so they want to file, but they arrest them
yeah
in different crime.
yeah
ହଁ
So tell me, they are going to the police station.
No.
They try to file FIR and then arrest
ସେମାନେ
them.
ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି
yeah
ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି ଏମିତି କି ଏ ରାଘବ
ରାଘବ
କେସରେ
କେସରେ ଯୋଉ
ସ୍ତ୍ରୀ ଲୋକମାନେ ଗଲେ ସ୍ତ୍ରୀ ମାନଙ୍କୁ ବି ଆରେଷ୍ଟ କରି ଭିତରକୁ
ଆର୍ଟିଓ ଫାଇଲ୍ କଲା ନା
ସାଙ୍ଗେ ସାଙ୍ଗେ କେସ୍ ଦେବା ପାଇଁ ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି
in
ତାର-
case of Raghav some women are going to the
Police
police
station.
station for lodging FIR but they do not receive the FIR and arrest
women
all these women
And which
in
charge?
separate case
Kya charge hai?
କଣ ସେ
ଘର ପଡ଼ିଥିଲା
house
ଘର ପୋଡ଼ି ଆଉ ସେ ଯୋଉ ସିଆରପିଏଫ ମର୍ଡର କେସ୍
ହଁ ସିଆର୍ପିଏଫ୍ ମର୍ଡର
house burning case and also a case a CRPF
CRPF
Jawan killed by malaria
Yeah,
but
they
the women are
charged.
accused
Okay.
of that case as
Do you know a woman's name?
ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି
Can you tell them this is, I always tell this, but this important point.
yeah
And this point I want them to understand is we are not trying to convince me or each other here. We're trying to convince people who do not know you.
ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କର ନା ବୁଝିଲେ କି ନାହିଁ ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ 8ଟା କି 10ଟା ଡକୁମେଣ୍ଟ ଦେବେ
ହଁ ଦେବି
ବୁଝିଲେ କି ନାହିଁ
ହଁ ଦେବି
ଗୋଟେ ନନ୍ ର ଯୋଉ ସେ ଅନ୍ଧ କେସଟା
ହଁ ଅଛି
ହେଲା ଆଉ ବାପା ଯୋଉ ବାପା ପୁଅ
ବାପା ପୁଅ ଭାଇ ଭାଇ ଅଛନ୍ତି
I want any fair-minded person who reads this report to see the truth and understand the truth.
ଆପଣ ସେ ଯୋଉ ରିପୋର୍ଟଟା ଯଦି ଦେବେ ଯୋଉଟା ଯୋଉ ସେ ଝିଅମାନଙ୍କ ଇଏରେ ଦିଆ ହେଇଥିଲା ଏମାନେ ଗୋଟେ ଏଫଆଇଆର ଦେଇଥିଲେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଦିଆ ହେଇଛି
ହଁ
ହେଲା ତାର କପି ରଖିଥିବେ
ହଁ।
ଜଣେ ଅଲଗା ଲୋକ ତୃତୀୟ ବ୍ୟକ୍ତିକୁ ଦିଆଯିବ ସିଏ ପଢ଼ିବ ସେ ଜଣେଇଦେବ ଯେ ଏଇଟା ହେଇଥିଲା ଜିନିଷ ହେଲା ଆପଣ ସେ ଏଭିଡେନ୍ସ as 7 documents from him we have to collect.
Okay.
One is a land dispute,
Yeah.
the another is the violence of culture and the visuals and also the statement of breaking the Hindu temples. The third one is the how the women are arrested
Yeah.
by the police
Yeah.
and accused with some other cases.
Yeah.
And the case of about Khagapati Pradhan Raghav Digal statement
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
And the other was
And then I want the name of the killers hiding in the village.
Gundhani.
Yeah.
गुन्हाणी
Yeah.
Yeah. The names.
No names, all the villages of the Gundhani. Because that is a sensation village.
Okay.
They have latest weapons.
ନା ଜଣା ଅଛି
ଜଣା ଅଛି
ସେ କଥା ନାହିଁ
proof ଦେଇପାରିବି
ପ୍ରୁଫ୍ କ'ଣ ଦେବୁ ଆଜି 3 ମାସ ତଳେ ଗୁନ୍ହାଣୀ ଗାଁର ଜଣେ ଯାଇକିରି କଲଡ଼ାରେ ବନ୍ଧୁକ ଦେଖେଇକିରି ଗୋଟେ ଖଣ୍ଡ ଡକାୟତି କଲା ଆଉ କହିଲା ମୁଁ ନକ୍ସଲାଇଟ୍ ସେ ଲୋକ ନକ୍ସଲାଇଟ୍ ବୋଲି ରିପୋର୍ଟ ଦେଲା କିନ୍ତୁ ଗୁନ୍ହାଣୀର ସେ ପିଲା ତାପରେ ଗୋଟେ ଯୋଉ ଦାରିଙ୍ଗବାଡ଼ି ଯୋଉ VLW ପଇସା ନେଇ ଯାଉଥିଲା ଶୁଣିଛ ନା ଗାଈ ଗୁମାମା ସେ ପିଲା ଧରା ପଡ଼ିଲା ଆଉ ଫାୟାର ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ହେଇଛି ଆଉ ପିସ୍ତଲ ବାହାରିଛି ସେ ହେଉଛି ଗୁଣାଣୀ ପିଲା।
Actually, sir, before 3 months ago, a man was threatened and looted by someone with gunpoint. And the looter says that I am Naxalite, but actually he is from Gundhani. And some days before, an executive officer was looted with 84,000 rupees, as it is the payment of old age peoples. He was also looted. And the looter also from Gundhani village. And they have more weapons, latest weapons. And they are doing such violences during...
So they're taking the guise of the Maoist. They're acting like we are Maoist, but
Only they are acting like Maoist, but they are not Maoist.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
ସେ ଗାଁର ଗୋଟେ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ସେ ଗାଁରେ ଚାଷବାସ ଆଗରୁ ହେଉଥିଲା କିନ୍ତୁ କାହାର ଗୋଟେ ଲକ୍ଷେ ଟଙ୍କାରୁ କମ୍ ମୋଟରସାଇକେଲ ନାହିଁ
ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ
85,000 ଲକ୍ଷେ ଟଙ୍କା ପରେ ଯେ ବଡ଼ ବଡ଼ ବାଇକ୍ ଗୁଡ଼ାକ କେତେ ବାଇକ୍
ସବୁ ଲକ୍ଷ ଉପରେ
ଲକ୍ଷାଧିକ ଟଙ୍କାର ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ଦିନ ସକାଳ ସନ୍ଧ୍ୟା ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ତାଙ୍କର ଗାଈ ଚୋରି କରିବେ, ଛେଳି ଚୋରି କରିବେ, କୁକୁଡ଼ା ଚୋରି କରିବେ, ରାସ୍ତାରେ ଯାଉଥିବେ ତମର ଏ ଯେଉଁ ପିଚୁ ଡବା ଗୁଡ଼ାକ ତାଙ୍କର ସେ ଗାଁର ପେସା ହେଉଛି ସେଟା। ଆମେ ବି ଏତିକି ପରିଶ୍ରମ କରିକି ମୁଁ MLA ହେଇକି ମୋତେ ସେତିକି ମୋର ସୁବିଧା ନାହିଁ।
All the villagers have the profession to theft, to cheat, to loot, doing dakat, and after the violence, who have no food before violence, after the violence, they have some expensive bikes, as like as CBG Extreme has the cost of 80,000, Charisma ZMR of 1 lakh. Yeah, but their profession is just doing farming.
ନାଇଁ ଚାଷବାସ ବି କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି ତ
No,
କିଛି ନାହିଁ
they are also not doing
No farming.
No.
ହଁ କିଛି ନାହିଁ ବେପାର ନାହିଁ ଚାଷ ନାହିଁ ଘର ଅନ୍ୟାନ୍ୟ କୌଣସି
Responsibility nahi, daitya nahi.
ପଇସା ମିଳୁଛି ଆଉ ପୋଲିସ ଯାଉନାହିଁ।
So do you know anything about the kidnapped girls?
ଏ ଯେଉଁ ଆଦିବାସୀ ଝିଅମାନଙ୍କୁ କ'ଣ ପିଲାମାନେ ନିଆ ନେଇ କରି ଯାଉଛନ୍ତି ବେଳେ ବେଳେ କେସ୍ କ'ଣ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି?
କେସ୍ ଗୁଡ଼ା ତ ଅଛି ଆଉ ସେଇଟା କ'ଣ
Yeah.
Okay. So anything you can help with this too?
ଯଦି ସେଟାରେ କିଛି ଡକୁମେଣ୍ଟ ଅଛି
ଆପଣ ଏବେ ଯେତିକି ଆପଣ ଆମର କେତେ 177 ଯେଉଁ ଏଡ୍ସ ହେଇଛି ଏଡ୍ସ ଆପଣ
2008 ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଜିଲ୍ଲା ଯେଉଁ ହେଲ୍ଥ ସେକ୍ଟର ଯେଉଁ ଇନଫର୍ମେସନ୍ ଥିଲା ଆମ ଜିଲ୍ଲାରେ କେବଳ 4 ଜଣ ଏଡ୍ସ ରୋଗୀ ଥିଲେ।
ଆଉ ସେମାନଙ୍କର ଷ୍ଟେଟମେଣ୍ଟ ମୁଁ କହୁଛି
ଶୁଣ ନାଇଁ ମୁଁ କହୁଛି 2004 ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ କେବଳ 4 ଜଣ ଏଡ୍ସ ରୋଗୀ ଥିଲେ ଡିଟେକ୍ଟ ହେଇଥିଲା ଏଇଟା
ଚିହ୍ନଟ ହେଇଥିଲା
8 ପରେ ଯେଉଁ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଟେଷ୍ଟ ହେଇଛି ଏ ଭିତରେ 160 କେତେ ହେଲାଣି 177 ହେଲାଣି।
କ'ଣ
ମୁଁ ତାର ଷ୍ଟୋରିଟା ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ବତେଇ ଦେଉଛି। ମୁଁ ଜେଲରେ ଥିଲି ମେଡ଼ିକାଲ ଗ୍ରାଉଣ୍ଡରେ ବାହାରକୁ ଯାଇଛି ଡକ୍ଟର ଜିତେନ୍ଦ୍ର ରାୟ ସେମିତି ବସିଛନ୍ତି ଡକ୍ଟର କହଁର ଏମିତି ବସିଛନ୍ତି ବୁଝିପାରିଲେ ସେମାନେ ଆସିଛନ୍ତି ମୁଁ ନା ଗାଁ ସବୁ ଜାଣିଛି କିନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କହିବି
ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି
ଆସିକି ଏଠି ପହଞ୍ଚିଲା ପରେ ସେମାନେ ତାଙ୍କ କଥା କହିଲେ ସେମାନେ ମୁଁ ଏମିତି ବସିଛି ସେ ଏମିତି ଆସିଲେ ଏଠି ଠିଆ ହେଲେ ମୁଁ ଏମିତି ବସିଛି ଏମିତି ବସିବା ଭିତରେ ସେମାନେ ତାଙ୍କର
ଭିଉ ଦେଲେ
ନାଇଁ ଭିଉ ନାହିଁ ମେଡ଼ିସିନ ନେବା ପାଇଁ ଆସିଛନ୍ତି ମେଡ଼ିସିନ ଦେବା ଭିତରେ ହେଲେ ସେମାନେ ଯେଉଁ ଏରିଆର ଲୋକ ମୁଁ ସେ ଏରିଆର MLA ବୁଝିଗଲେ ତାପରେ ଦେଖିଲି ଏମିତି ହେଲା ଏମିତି ହେଉଛି ଯେମିତି ତାଙ୍କର ଯାହା ମେଡ଼ିକାଲ ହେଉଛି ଡାକ୍ତରଙ୍କ ସହିତ ସେମାନେ କଥାବାର୍ତ୍ତା କରିବା ଭିତରେ ସିଏ ମୋତେ ଡାକ୍ତର ଭାବିକି ପୁରା ଫ୍ରିରେ କହି ଚାଲିଲା ପରେ ମୁଁ ଟିକେ ସହି ହେଲା ନାହିଁ କେଉଁ ଲୋକମାନେ ଏତିକି ଏକ୍ସେଇ କଲେ ବୋଲି ମୁଁ ଅନେଇଲା ବେଳକୁ ଆମ ଏରିଆରେ ତାଙ୍କ ମୁହଁ କଳା ପଡ଼ିଗଲା ଉଠିକି ଆସିଲେ ତାପରେ ବାହାରକୁ ଆସିଲା ପରେ ମୋତେ ମୁଣ୍ଡିଆ ମାରି ଆସିଲେ କହିଲେ ଆଜ୍ଞା କାହାକୁ କହିଦେବେ ନା ମୁଁ କହିଲି କେମିତି ହେଲା ଧନ ଏଇଟା ଏମିତି
What's he talking about?
Yeah, just
ହଁ ଏମିତି ଏମାନେ ଯେତେବେଳକୁ ସିଆଡ଼ୁ କଲିକତାରୁ କେଉଁ ଗୋଟେ ସଂସ୍ଥାରୁ ଆଉ ଚର୍ଚ୍ଚରୁ ପଇସା ଆଣିବା ପାଇଁ ବୋଲି ଏଠିକାର ଝିଅମାନଙ୍କୁ ନିଆ ହେଇଥିଲା। ସେଇ ଭିତରେ ଏମାନେ 12-13 ଜଣଙ୍କୁ ଡାଇରେକ୍ଟ ସେ କଲିକତା ଏମାନେ ଯେଉଁ ଯାଇକି ରହିଲେ 8-10 ଦିନ
relation
ହଁ ସେଇ ଭିତରେ ଏମାନେ
before 2008 only 4 cases of HIV found here at Kandhamal, but after 2008 177 cases are found. This story is behind that after the riot some peoples are motivated by some other Christians, some Christian peoples are motivated, Christian girls motivated by some other Christians, and they are go away to Kolkata and Kerala, Madras to take sufficient funds. As they are go to there, then they are keep relation with those Christian peoples. The 11 ladies are affected by HIV, and after they came back to Kandhamal, all 177 are influenced.
So are these women prostitutes?
Yeah, Christian women are prostitutes.
Okay. And then
ନାହିଁ ପୁରା ଝିଅମାନେ
Lady, young lady.
ବାହା ହେଇନାହାନ୍ତି ସେମାନେ। ମୁଁ ଯେଉଁ ଦୁଇଟା ଝିଅକୁ ଦେଖିଲି ସେମାନଙ୍କର ଷ୍ଟେଟମେଣ୍ଟ ଥିଲା ଯେ ଆମେ ସେ ସମୟରେ କ'ଣ କରିବୁ, ଆମକୁ ଯାହା କହିଲେ ଆମେ ସେୟା କଲୁ।
ହିନ୍ଦୁ ମାନେ କଲେ ଆଉ କାହିଁକି କଥା
I had another question. Again and again I meet people. Many times in my interviews everyone talks about, oh, he was in Kerala, or I go to Kerala. So what is the connection between Kerala and
No, Kerala.
Kandhamal? Because the rape accused also, they were all in Kerala.
Yeah.
Rita's husband, he's in Kerala. This guy's in Kerala. So why Kerala?
At Kerala,
Yeah.
they are going for a job, labor job.
Well, but this whole India, why Kerala? Again and again and again and again.
There are Kerala sufficient field for sex, work, money. So why don't want someone to go there?
So there's no organized connection?
No.
Individual?
No.
Okay.
Only Christian organized.
Okay.
ସେମାନେ ଖାଲି ଏଠିକାର ଯେତିକି ଜଣେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଗୋଟେ ଅସୁନ୍ଦର ଝିଅଟା ଗୋଟେ ମୁଁ ନ ନେବି ବୋଲି କହିବ ବୋଲେ ତାକୁ ସେମାନେ ଗ୍ରହଣ କରିବେ।
Abba.
So what is...
ଜଣେ ଯଦି କହିବ ମୁଁ ମନେକର ବୋପା ମୋ ଝିଅ ଯଦି ଅସୁନ୍ଦର ଅଛି ସେ ନ ନେବି ବୋଲି କହିବ ବୋଲେ ତାକୁ ନିଆ ହେଉନି। କାରଣ କ'ଣ ଆପଣମାନେ ସେଟା ପାଇପାରିବେ। ଯଦି ସୁନ୍ଦର ଝିଅ ହେଇଛି ତାକୁ ସେମାନେ ଆଗ୍ରହ କରାଇକି ତାକୁ ପଠାଉଛନ୍ତି ନନ୍ କରିବା ପାଇଁ।
ନନ୍ କଲେ
ଆମେ ଜାଣିଛୁ ନନ୍
ସେ କଥା ବି ଜାଣିବା ଦରକାର। ଆମ ଜିଲ୍ଲାରେ
ନନ୍ ହେଲେ ତାକୁ ପ୍ରଥମେ ମୋର ଆଜ୍ଞା ମୋ ଘର ପାଖରେ ଜଣେ ପାଣ ଲୋକ ଅଛି,
ତାଙ୍କର ସାଙ୍ଗ ପାଣ ଲୋକ ତା ପାଖରେ ବୋଲି କାହିଁ କହୁଛୁ?
ମୋ ଘର ପାଖରେ ପାଣ ଲୋକ,
ତମର ତ ସାଙ୍ଗ ସିଏ ଆଉ
ସେ ଝିଅଟା ନନ୍ ପାଇଁ ଗଲା, ନନ୍ ପାଇଁ ତାକୁ ନେଲେ। ନେଲେ ହେଲେ ଆମ କନ୍ଧମାଳରେ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ଅଛି, ଏଇଟା ଆଦିବାସୀ ହୁଅନ୍ତୁ ହରିଜନ ହୁଅନ୍ତୁ, ଗାଈ ମାଂସ ଖାଇବାଟା ବହୁତ କମ୍ ଏଠି ଥିଲା।
He's speaking, now he's speaking and you never translate.
No, sir, their views are so long.
I know you should cut them and tell them stop, translate, or else I'm wasting time.
Yeah, just say. Only beautiful girls are selected for the job of nun, sister, and no ugly girls are selected for the job.
So they don't have freedom of choice? Like
No,
in their
no.
heart, oh, when I grow up I want to marry, but they make
No.
them become nun?
Only if beautiful girls are chosen, then they keep relation with that girl.
Okay. But this is
And
all
Not
relevant.
related to
This,
violence.
well, I mean, if I have some proof, sure, but there's no proof of it.
About what, sir?
What they're telling me now.
About this,
No, the
Pandita.
nun, beautiful girl nuns, all
there is no
nonsense.
evidence.
It's actually nonsense.
ଖାଲି
sorry.
ତାଙ୍କ ବାପା ମାଙ୍କ ସହିତ ଯଦି ମିଳେ
Hey, guys.
Only attract to their family members.
Yeah, I want to
तांका
ask you.
पेरेंट मान से तो अगर आप उन लोगों को पेरेंट के साथ बात करेंगे तभी आपको पता
Hey,
चलेगा
but
कि हो
let's
रहा
stay
है।
on target here. You What is the situation for you as a government minister in the Maoist? What is his situation?
What's that?
As a MLA, and what is, has there been any Maoist response towards him?
କୌଣସି ମାଓବାଦୀ
ହଁ ମୁଁ ତାଙ୍କ ସହିତ ଦୁଇଥର ମୋର ମିଟିଂ ସରିଯାଇଛି ସେମାନେ ପ୍ରଥମ ବର୍ଷ ଯେତେବେଳେ ମୁଁ 15-25 ଦିନ ପାଇଁ ବାହାରିଥିଲି ସେ ସମୟରେ ମୋତେ କହିଲେ ମାସକୁ 10,000 ଟଙ୍କା ଲେଖାଏଁ ଦେବ ତାପରେ ମୁଁ କହିଲି ମୋ ପାଖରେ 10 ପଇସା ନାହିଁ କେତେ ପଇସା ମିଳୁଛି ମୋତେ ତ ଜଣା ନଥିଲା ନା 10 ପଇସା ତ ମୁଁ ଦେବାର ନାହିଁ ଯଦି ତୁମର କିଛି ଯଦି ପଇସା ଅଛି ମୋତେ ଦିଅ ଏ କଥାଟାକୁ ମୋତେ ମିଟିଂରେ ଫାଇନାଲ୍ ହେଇଯାଇଥିବ ମାନେ ସେ ସମୟରେ ମଧ୍ୟ ମାନେ ପୁଲିସ ଥାଇକି ମିଟିଂ ହେଇଥିଲା पुलिस मैंने मोर बॉडीगार्ड थे एस्कॉर्ट थे सिक्यूरिटी थाई मीटिंग होता से जगह फाइनल 10,000 लेकिन मास को दब
Okay, wait, let him translate.
A meeting also held with the Maoist of him, and they asked him to forgive 10,000 per month to him.
To the Maoists?
Yeah, but he denied. He said that I have no 10 paisa. And how could I pay you 10,000? If it is possible, if you are giving some money, then I have some to eat.
Yeah.
But I can't pay you.
How long ago?
Just 3 months before.
Okay.
नहीं 3 months नहीं प्रथम जते 25 दिन टाइम बाहर लिखो समय
से वर्ष
पूर्व
More than 1 year. Before 1.5 years.
हाँ
Before 1.5 years ago.
After he's finished his jail.
No, at that time he was just in bail for कितने मास पे?
25 दिन में
25 days on bail.
Okay, but he said he was in jail how long?
जेल रे कितने दिन हला थिला तापुरु?
तापुरु टोटल जेल थिले आ
He was in jail.
How long?
मु तो
फर्स्ट केते वर्ष
अक्टोबर 16 तारिख रो थिले आ
from October 16 2008.
Yeah. Beginning, end?
Last time?
Duration?
तापर मझिरे 25 दिन बाहली केबे बाहली
नहीं अक्टोबर 16 जो अपन रहिले तापर केबे बाहरले
अक्टोबर 16 रो रहिली तापर इलेक्शन सरला
9 रे
3 मास हां 3 मास
9 मार्च रे सरला
हां
हां
9 मार्च को मे
मार्च रे आमो इलेक्शन रा थिला
हां मे ना जून रे सरला मु बाहली सुनते का अक्टोबर नवेम्बर रो
1 year दशहरा पर 1 year almost 1 year staying
तापर 25 दिन पय बाहली इंटरिम रे कंडीशन बेल
interim bail
25 दिन में बाहली पुणी तर 25 दिन पर आउथरे जेल को पड़ी
after 25 days completion he was back to jail.
So what did the Maoists say after you said I have no money?
तापरे समाने ना फा लेखिले चिट्ठी देले रिटर्न देले तापरे मारिबो एटा करी मोरिया रोकी मोरियो
So they never mentioned ideology, no politics, just money. Maoists.
केवल राजनीति विषय रे कोन कथा ना केवल खाली पैसा मागे
खाली पैसा
आइडियोलॉजी बदलया पे कहना no they never said to them to change ideology.
So do they do the same threat to Christian leaders also?
से जो क्रिश्चियन लीडर मान को साइड रो जो जेमती धमक चमक मिलुतला से बेले ही धमक चमक दे जन
नहीं सेमान तो मते मुहर की कोइना सेमाने पोस्टर मारुछंती घर को गोटे चिट्ठी पठे देउछंती
क्रिश्चियन
हां गां रे गोटे से गोटे पोस्टर मार देउछन सेती का
नक्सल मान
नक्सल गां रे क्रिश्चियन को कि
in
नक्सल
the name of Naxals the Christians are doing such Christian missionaries doing all sorts things.
So my question is they attacked him for money but not for political ideological reasons, just money.
Yeah.
So why don't they do this to all Christian, Hindu, anyone, Lambadar, Kanhar? If it's just money, then they can get money from anyone. Why only him?
से ताल अलगा लोगों को काई पैसा मागन खाली आपन पैसा मागन
जानि मोर सेती समय नै जे हम एती कथा विचार करी
you have no more time to reinvestigate about that why they collect money from
वो होम डिपार्टमेंट को जणे दे
and he also informed to home department of
So ask him if he agrees with me. My intuition is telling me that even if it's out for money, the real reason is because politics. Otherwise they would do the same thing to everyone.
the man motive पैसा ताले राजनीति ऊपर सामने किछ करि पारि थांदा ना ରାଜନୀତି ଇଏରେ ତମ ସହିତ ଡିସ୍କସନ୍ କରି କେବଳ ପଇସା ପାଇଁ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ତାହେଲେ ସେମାନେ ଅଲଗା ଲୋକଙ୍କୁ କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି ପଇସା ପାଇଁ ପଇସା ପାଇଁ ଯଦି ମନୋଜ ବାବୁଙ୍କୁ କେବଳ ସେମାନେ ଥ୍ରେଟନ୍ ଦେଉଛନ୍ତି
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ ମନୋଜ ଯେଉଁ କଣ୍ଟ୍ରାକ୍ଟ ଯିଏ କରୁଛି ଗ୍ରାମୀଣ ରୋଜଗାର କହନ୍ତି ପ୍ରଧାନମନ୍ତ୍ରୀ ସଡ଼କ ଯୋଜନା କରୁଛି
ଠିକାଦାର ଅଛନ୍ତି ଯେତେ ବେପାରୀ ଅଛନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କର ନାଁ ବି ଅଛି ତାହିଁରେ ସୀମାଞ୍ଚଳ ବାତର ନାଁ
all the businessmen contractors and
ସେ ନେଉଛନ୍ତି ନା
ଖାଲି ଆମକୁ ନାହିଁ ଖାଲି ମୋତେ ନାହିଁ ମୋର ସାଙ୍ଗସାଥି ଯେତିକି ସେମାନେ କଣ୍ଟ୍ରାକ୍ଟିଂ କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି ବେପାର କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି ମୋର ସାଙ୍ଗସାଥି ଯେତିକି ଆମେ ଅଛୁ ନାରାୟଣ ପାତ୍ର ନାଁରେ ଡିଲୁ ମହାନ୍ତି ନାଁରେ ସୀମା ପାତ୍ର ନାଁରେ ଆମ ନାଁରେ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କ ନାଁରେ ସେଠି ଲାଗି ଯାଉଛୁ କାହିଁକି
So how many MLAs each district?
each district
Three. So how many BJP here?
Two.
And third kya hai?
BJD
So the other two MLAs also get threatened, money threat?
No.
ସେମାନଙ୍କ
ସହିତ ମୁଁ କଥାବାର୍ତ୍ତା ହେଇଛି ଯଦି ଦଉଥିବେ
ଜଣାଉନଥିଲେ
Yeah. Okay.
It's okay. All over.
Yes.
But I am hungry, sir.
Oh, okay. Eating karo.
No.
Idhar? Oh, going?
Go back.
Okay.
Home.
Jayenge.
5 days.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Aschu hai na?
Namaskar.
It's recording audio. Now it's recording. So just give me your name and your function. Like your good name.
Lakshmikant Das,
AKA.
BK. I have filed a complaint with the Human Rights Commission.
I think we can just put right here. Okay. So you filed a complaint with Human Rights Commission?
He has not considered my case. I have complained against the police, and he has been sent the letter to the SP to inquire. SP sent an inspector. How an inspector will investigate against the case of an inspector? A senior must go. I have again complained that there is no, they have been the case against them. She has mentioned there is the so and so has been booked for violence. She has a case in her name. This case is
17-year-old girl. And what's her name? And how can I get more information on this case?
Yes, I will provide the case details on the case. So when I have complained about Raghav Digal case, the persons who are murdered him are moving freely. They are preparing bombs. They are keeping weapons, AK-47. They are keeping pasting Maoist posters.
Where do they live?
Gundani village, Papu, Pari, and all these things. No police in their police protection. Their police is CRPF was to protect them, not the villagers who has been killed or threatened.
So against.
And another thing,
Yes.
the woman clerk came to the hospital bringing the body. He died. He was seriously injured. On the way at the hospital he died. Raghav Digal. What police does? Police don't take affair from the person, from his wife. He filed a case, another case, in the name of the villagers and arrested 2 of the ladies in that case. When they were returning after postmortem, taking out the body, the
So the relatives of the murder victim, the Hindu Pana Raghav Digal, they were arrested.
The persons, those who have brought him to the hospital, has been arrested in another false case.
Wow.
There is no house burning in that village. How when a mob of 100 people are coming with weapons to a village, at the same time how the people will burn a house? They are fled away to the jungle. Only women are there. They see the murder of Raghav. How they keep inside the house. When the mob went away, they took him to the hospital because there is no male person in the village. and the two female were arrested, and they were put in the ward for a false allegation by the police. To pacify what when I have complained to the SP, what he told me, that the Gundani village came to to take revenge on the burning house of the Hindu, on the Christians of that village. It was not no burning, no incident. It was a false case. I have complained, but I have also complained to the Human Rights Commissioner that please allow me that I will bring the people to you before you and you examine.
Which Human Rights Commission?
State Human Rights Commission. But what he again wrote to the letter to inquire, and the police officer what he has inquired, he has not gone to that village. Neither he has examined the wife of Raghav Digal. Neither he has.
Name of the village?
And Vinod Dev. I have also complained regarding the killing of the son of Vinod Dev. They have not examined Vinod Dev. And what they said, I have examined, I could not find any person. I know the Kandhas was there and there, either here and there, they know him, but no other person I could find. So this case is found to be false.
Wow. So what village was this?
Sisapanga. I am talking about
Which block?
Sisapanga. In Raikia.
Raikia
Near
block.
Raikia. Sisapanga is very near to Raikia, and the village is full of criminals.
Why nobody
teacher is
sent me?
Gundani.
Why they don't send me there to study this Raghav Digal case? Nobody's mentioned to me because I went to Raikia.
I have told them to take. I have mentioned you to go to the Gundani or Sisapanga.
Oh, didn't.
3 incidents occurred in Gundani. These the notorious people where police was protecting them.
Yeah.
They have AK-47. Their acolytes are staying there. They have attacked, killed Raghav Digal. These people attacked and one injured another Manoj Pradhan in Lamungia village. Another
why
third thing, those people attacked and Dillu Mahanti. Dillu Mahanti, his damaged his boss. No action has been taken by the police.
So any reason why they target Raghav Digal?
He was a Hindu and Pana.
But was he activist or anything?
Yes, previously he was member of RSS. Is the village as a Sakamen.
So that's why they
Killed.
And then can you speak again about the CRPF? And I asked you before the recording why they show so much hostility to the tribal people. Like what is motivating the CRPF? Tell me, because I wasn't recording before.
Because CRPF people are told to take anybody by the administration.
Yeah. But what do they?
Be very rigorous, and they have been provided with the lady and wine by the people in the relief camps.
So you're saying that the Christian relief camps
And they are
let
not
the
doing
women
that.
have sex
So
with the police.
they are provided with the.
So they get free
wine and
sex
women.
or they pay?
Free sex. Free sex.
Oh.
Some have also taken away some girls with them when they return. And some police officers or some police camps, they are also giving money and mobiles to the ladies.
Yeah, what about
Christian people are experting with accompanying the police party and identifying persons that these are the culprits. Whoever met on the road, this is a right.
So what kind of evidence do you have to prove about the police and prostitution upon a Christian?
Christian NGOs have complained. Christian people complained that they are
Written complaint?
in the papers there are several in their memorandum they have made. It has come in the paper.
Okay. And then usually when we have this kind of activity, the disease factor is coming. So do you know anything about this? Like this kind of prostitution, is there any disease response? Has there been a spread of disease?
There must be some cases, but we have not examined.
There's one individual in Fulbani. He's what's his name? Simanchal. You know him, Simanchal? Yeah, he was telling me that basically not only the Panas were doing this with the police, they were sending the Pana girls to Calcutta, Mumbai, Delhi, making money from prostitution.
Yes, yes.
And then they came back and they had AIDS.
They have AIDS.
And then the AIDS number rose, like before the riots, AIDS maybe like very few, and after like 100%
Yes,
explosion.
yes, yes.
And so
Not
is there
only that,
documentation
the
of this?
George people are utilizing the tribal, the converted Christian women sexually harassing, sexually utilizing them. For their enjoyment, they are keeping them in the churches.
But where's all the proof? I need evidence.
And the Maoists are doing all these things. They are exploiting the women sexually. They are come in the paper.
I saw the Maoists. But any proof of this would be helpful.
That we will have to.
Okay.
There are people told me, but we will have to prove it.
Okay. And another thing is you were talking about this ethnic cleansing in 40 villages. And can you tell me again?
In a 40 kilometer
40
area.
Okay. Which
From the Daringmadi to in the Daringmadi block, from Daringmadi to Brahmaninga, it is 40 kilometers.
Okay.
In between, there are only 2-3 villages. One Sorpur, a village near Darsingmadi, inside the dense forest, one village, and there is no other village in between. All have been converted to Christian. And you will find that
what happens if someone doesn't convert?
One person in the village Tekabadi, near Darsingmadi, there was a schedule caste man. He would convert. His brother has been converted, and other people of the villages harassed him like anything. Taken away her wife has been converted.
Naam kya hai?
Now, I will tell his name.
This is the perfect guy for Delhi. You must bring him to Delhi.
One, his son has been abducted, threatened. He has been taken, confined somewhere else that he should convert in.
How old is the son?
His son was some 13-14 years.
But wife is converted.
Wife has been converted. And he was the only man having a flag in his house and declaring himself Hindu. He has been tortured like anything.
So his name again?
I will tell you.
You can remember later.
I have his
so
name.
the wife, she has a new husband now?
She has been, we have tried her to bring back.
But she's running.
Persuaded her.
She's
and
running
she came
other
back.
man. She came back. Really?
But after that they have been encroached his land and all these harassments happen. Second thing, another is this Hilary Singh. Hilary Singh of Alanjuri, a village 2 kilometers from Brahmaninga. He is the only man in his village. He is also a farmer. He was serving as a police sub-inspector. When he retired, he came to his village. The community of the village told him to be converted.
To become what?
To convert to Christianity. He is the only man in their village. And if he will convert, they will get some financial assistance from the church that is a total Christian village. They will declare their village as total Christian village. So the Christian Mandali, the group, they demanded that he should convert. Otherwise he should leave that village. But he wants to leave. So they have harassed, they have fought as electricity, nobody was allowed to plow, assist his farming. So he has to take people from other villages, and they threatened cut away his crops. And he has a bus. So his bus was damaged several times on the road. Later, during that Brahmaniya attack, they told him, cut up the line from his house, told him, we are coming, we will see you. He fled away from the village, and since then, December 2007.
He's staying Brahmanigaon now.
Then a rented house.
Rented house, but not his home. He fled. Ethnic cleansing.
From 2007 December, this 2011, no police, no government has tried to bring back to his village. And not these so-called humanitarian organizations, NGOs, those who are fighting that the people from the rioters. Before the 2008 it is 2007. Nobody is in favor, not supporting, not no help from the government as a person.
His name Hillary
Singh.
Hillary Singh, and the other guy you were talking about.
Others are from the Katingia village. Is Arun Karji. He has been threatened by the Christians and Maoists. He has to leave his house from 2007. He is staying at Badgada in another Kandhamal district. Now he has, I have taken him to the president.
Which president?
President of India. We met him, give a memorandum that they are doing like this. These people are leave the village and staying inside outside the village.
So you have a copy of this memorandum?
Yes, yes.
By me. So you can bring these three people to Delhi for the tribal conference, because this is direct evidence about Christian harassment. So you remember their name, or do I need to submit? Can you arrange, or should I arrange? Okay. So you give me their names. You said three guys.
One I could not remember his name. Another two, Hillary Singh and.
And then why they arrest the 17-year-old girl? Tribal girl? What charge? Murder, you said.
Murder. They have brought her for enjoyment. And the next day we make a voice.
Hello.
किसी काम नहीं कर रहे?
Not now. Off.
Off कर.
So the first guy,
କିଏ ରବ ଭାଇ
ସଂଘ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟ ନଥିଲା ଏଇଟା ଉପରଟା
କୋଉପଟେ ସଂଘ ଭାଇ
ସଂଘ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟ ନଥିଲା ଉପରଟା
କୋଉପଟେ
ଏ ଉପରଟା
ଥିଲେ କେବେ
ହଁ ଥିଲା ନା ସେତେବେଳେ ବିଶ୍ୱବାଦ ମନ୍ଦିର ଦେଇଥିଲା
see by this one last group. See this? We know, yeah? Mata. But this is goddess Hecate from ancient Greece. And so clear this is same.
That's it.
But scholars, they never want to admit this ancient goddess from Greece is same. And this same goddess always, she's standing what? On the lion from Egypt. And her husband is Shiva, same god. So I can prove all this. Yeah, if you look, this is from ancient. Who is this? They don't say, but I know this is Shiva. And this is his wife. His wife always on the lion or on the tiger. So the point I'm making is the stories will be different, the name will be different, but the archetype is same. Always she's on the lion. Her husband is the god of fertility. Her husband is symbolized by the linga. So everything is the same. So that's why my goal is to show that.
Some people are they come to the elders conference. You might be there.
Yes. When is it?
At Nagpur last year.
Oh, last year. Yeah, I didn't
some 2
go.
years back. Elders conference was there. You was not there?
No.
Oh. From France, from Europe, several countries they have come.
Yeah.
They told that we
Yes,
are Hindus. We are not Hindus. We are ancient Vedic people,
Yeah.
still maintaining our culture. So we have converted to Christian. Not converted. So we are on the observing the Christianity. Only told us to be Christian, but we are really maintaining our old culture. They are worshipping all these things, but outwardly you will see they are Christians.
Yeah.
To protect their identity. Otherwise, the Christian people will kill them and destroy their. One day they will throw away the Pope. They say. Total the Europe. One day will declare it to be Hindu. And not in Vedic Sanatana.
Yeah, and another thing I'm discovering in ancient times, Shiva and Vishnu were worshipped. Harihara was one.
Haryana.
Yeah. This is very popular in Egypt, Cambodia.
So we like the Lingaraj temple is
Haryana. It is
Haryana.
also considered
really?
Haryana. You know that Shiva is worshipped by this.
Ramchandra.
No, worshipped here with both
Tulsi and
Belka.
Really?
Tulsi was given to Vishnu.
So I have to write that now, Lingaraj. Because this many fanatic Hare Krishna people, they don't understand Shiva. So I want to. That's my also.
There was a function during Shivaratri. Harihar Bhet.
Shiva and Vishnu meet.
They will meet one place in that function. That is a ritual in their Shivaratri.
So I cannot go Lingaraj now. No Videshi.
No Videshi. It is a linga only. There is no linga. It is destroyed. Small big Shakti is here. Big Shakti. And several Shiva temples. Lingaraja it is because here near about 1 lakh. I mean, one less than 1 lakh temple was there.
Wow.
One less than 1 lakh. Temple, Shiva temple are here surrounding this Lingaraj. You can see Bhaskareshwar, one Shiva temple, where the linga was up to this height, 12 feet height.
Really?
On the upper stair, on the first floor you will see and worship in the first floor, not in the ground. So it's a group, one room size.
Wow.
20, near about 15 feet, 7 feet diameter.
Bhaskareshwar.
Bhaskareshwar.
So I can have darshan in the sun.
See that.
Okay. And then what about the Nityananda's Danda breaking Mahaprabhu's Danda place? What name this again?
Then I will go there
I need to go. Yeah, I want to see.
tomorrow. We'll
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, at
Darshan karo.
9, 10.
Correct? Good.
Chandan Putra.
No, ଭିତରୁ ଆର ଅଛି
Because mera bhai.
ଆମ ଶ୍ୱଶୁର ତାଙ୍କର ମନ୍ଦିର ସେଟା
ସେ ଦେଲା ମାନେ
ଦେଖାଯାଉଛି ମୋ ଝିଅ ଦେଖାଯାଉଛି ବାହାରୁ ଦେଖେଇଦେବା
Because I'll be honest with you, the reason I work so hard for Sangha is because your people are the only people who still have the truth. Everyone else is pagal.
Then they say that they are pagan. We say pagan, they are pagan. The Christians say that these people are pagan. Pagan means they are worshipping
Satan.
Satan. But they are the children of Satan.
Yes. Yeah, it's horrible, Actually, they could write a whole book on this subject.
This will be a bomb blast.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
Then a bomb blast, this will be
Dynamite.
No, this will be a moral boosting for the indigenous people who are with the faith.
Exactly.
They cannot prove, they are not ready to have sufficient documentation to prove their credibility.
Yeah.
When they will get this, they will say that we are the ancient people
exactly.
here.
That's
You
my
have
hope.
converted the people. You have
my
changed the
point.
religion.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
are the original people here.
Yeah,
Original
exactly.
religion.
That's my point. Interesting. Yeah, because these guys, basically a good example would be, like my guru said many times, when a war is coming, the veterans, they're not happy because they experienced war before. But the new guys who have no experience, they're very gung-ho, they want to fight like this. So these Christians and Muslims, they're like kindergarten, For them it's new and they feel like, oh, I have the truth, only I have, But so for me, I don't say Christian and Islam is not...
Only about what religion was there, what dharma people observed before Christ.
Yeah. I wrote
it
about
was only
this.
2000. Some 2000
Yeah.
years back, Christianity was spread to the world. Or Jesus Christ was born in 2000 years back.
Yeah.
Previous to him, what was that?
Well, I know. I wrote about
What was there? What
It's called
was before Christ? What was before
Heliopolitanism.
Islam? Muhammad spread Islam.
Yeah.
Before it, what was that? What people were doing? Who
No,
are
they stole. They took the truth, the ancient truth, and then they monopolize it. And then they said, if you want truth, you must come to me only. But the truth is the same, but they changed the means to get to the truth.
What Hinduism said, what the Hinduism people say, what Hinduism say, that the Sanatana Dharma says, that the truth is one.
Yes.
You can go by any way.
Yeah.
You can go by any way to reach. You have to reach that goal.
Exactly.
You took any path.
Yeah. For example, this
You have been given choice. It is up to you to choose the route which
Exactly.
will go to you to that goal.
Yeah. And this is
There
our
is no
right.
binding that you should come
Yeah.
to me and I will lead you to that place.
Exactly.
There is not in
Yeah.
Sanatana Dharma. There is no such. They have told you the truth. The God is the truth.
Yeah.
You have to reach there. This is the Sanatana Dharma motto of the Sanatana. You choose any route.
Because this is violating human rights to say only one way, in my opinion. Yeah. Hey, so I want to ask you, do you know anything about the 8 girls, tribal girls kidnapped? Lambadar Kandhari said 8 minor girls were kidnapped by Panas, and no romance, no love, direct just taking, and the police are not responding. Do you have any information on this?
There are several cases. Data we have not mentioned.
This is right regarding the 8 girls. You haven't got the data? No data, no data on this?
Yes, I have not. I have forgotten many
There is
cases.
compiled information.
Ah.
Here and there information is there that is known, but it is not documented.
Because Lambadar said he
That
will
we
get
are
to me.
going
Like
to.
he is very impressed with Lambadar Maharaj. He is a very good man. He tells what.
No, I mean, I'm impressed more from, he's, when I wrote my report, I found that he was very direct and straight, and he basically, my feeling about him was that he basically challenged and he says, if you don't listen, then we will be violent. And that's why I am impressed, because I like this straightforwardness.
He says one thing, does another. He was murdered by the Christian. He has been persecuted. He has no daring. We have also projected him.
So my goal is, if he's everything he told me, he can give me documents for this. It will help my
You can,
case.
yes, you can take
Yeah,
these documents. He has been married a Prananga. He is a Kandha leader, but he has a wife from Pana community,
Really, Christian or Hindu?
Hindu.
Yeah, he was funny because.
So there was a class in Fulbani.
Yeah.
से पाण साई और ताका भितर झगड़ा पाण कंदल मो तार स्त्री से पाण साई गोटे झील को बाहर से झगड़ा मृत्युंजय आ लंबोदर सी सेपट पाण साई सब हणा मान बड़ा
English.
Then you have driver's number.
No. Hey, so basically the Lambodar
Kandhamal.
a good man, but now he
No,
has
but he
been-
told me he's saying tribal is not Christian, tribal is not Hindu. And I'm sitting in his office, and above him is a big picture of Radha Krishna. And
Yeah,
on
he
his,
is a Hindu.
yeah, on his table is Krishna. And I says, oh, so you're saying not Hindu, but what is this? What is this?
He has been biased. He said that tribals are not Hindus. What are they?
Yeah,
They are
exactly.
not Christians, they are not Muslims, then what?
Nature worshipper.
Yeah,
It
but
is a-
Hindu is nature worshipper.
Hindu is nature worshipper.
Yeah.
We people, we are Brahmins, we are also worshipping the tree,
And the rock,
rock,
and the earth.
earth.
There's no separation. The separation is
Not the tribal
politically
only
motivated.
worship the nature. We also worship the snakes, worship the tiger.
Yeah. And then
worship the
Jagannath
water.
is tribal. Like Bijay house, he had very nice Jagannath sculpture in his house. Not Murti, but part of his house. Like the window carving is Jagannath face, you know. So this is, I took photo because I want to show, easy to put a photo, but if you actually make your house, and it shows deep commitment to this. So this Jagannath and the tribal cannot be separated. Jagannath and the Hindu cannot be separated. You know? So I enjoy this war for truth. You know, our opposition, they have no buddhi, the true buddhi, they only have cunning, you know, and their information is very weak,
The
you know.
Christian people, they are propagating the tribal are not Hindus.
Yeah,
We say, yes, the tribal, you say tribal are not. Are the tribals Christians? Are Muslim, the tribal cannot be a Muslim or a Christian.
yeah.
Is a nature or super cannot. When a
But one of
tribal-
my goals of this
and
book,
a Christian cannot be tribal.
yeah, no, but the goal of this book I want to show is true religion is same like air, like breathing. You don't become Christian, you don't become Hindu.
A man born as a Hindu, as
Yeah,
a Sanatani.
yeah.
He
Exactly.
converts. He has to baptize to be a Christian
Yeah.
and Islamize to be a Muslim.
Yeah, exactly.
The Hindu has not to be converted to any of such processes.
We are
Born
already,
Hindu.
yeah,
Everybody is born as a Hindu,
yeah,
as a Sanatani.
yeah.
He has to baptize to be a Christian.
So, okay, go. Ready. So you're talking about this, they were preparing bombs at this Nandagiri.
Like the point is, Christians said like Hindus bombarded their camp, but the reality is actually they were preparing bomb inside the camp itself,
Yeah.
and it exploded,
Yes.
and they accused Hindu people came and threw bomb here.
Okay.
But the reality is it's they who were preparing bombs there,
Then
and
some
it exploded.
accident, yeah,
And
okay.
accidentally it exploded.
Two
And the
died.
injury was on their
Four
side.
person injured and 2 died.
4 persons injured, 2 died, and
Right.
it's internal thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody from outside bombarded there.
Yeah. So is it possible to get the details of this incident plus
Yes,
the,
a case has been registered.
Plus the
bombs
media
and
lies.
explosives and guns has been recovered from the camp.
okay.
So
Police,
like media,
seen by the
like,
police.
like see,
It
media
came in the
carried,
media.
what the church leaders
Told
said,
them, okay.
because they were the victims.
Yeah.
So media carried their version.
Then a stage, the
So if I
language,
can
language
get
papers.
copies of media version,
Yes,
very good.
the language papers say,
The
the
true
local
story.
papers say the true story. And the English media outside, they
So
tell
I
another
want to
story.
put in my report the true story local media
Okay.
next to the
Yes, yes,
English
Yes,
media.
yes, yes,
And then next to the police report.
yes.
This is good evidence.
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Nandagiri incident am Thibosati. We have paper cuttings in
Okay,
our
very
office.
good.
We will collect it and give you.
So he was saying I need professional help to translate Oriya to English. So we don't have Sangha guy can do.
इंग्लिश पेपर कटिंग
No.
I need Oriya though, but I need translation so I understand what I'm putting in the report. Because like he was saying, even 3 years back, I found much more information from the Oriya media than from English. So
The opposite.
yeah.
What our people say, the media in Delhi and other places, English media, they say their opposite.
And this creates new division because we
ये
have
जो
the English media
शिशिर ना
reading
कौन है
public, reading
शिशिर
one
मिश्र
version.
ना कौन था ना
Then we
समाज
have
वाला
the
भी
majority Odia reading
से
the
जा फोटो
Odia.
देखो तो मतलब
And we have two separate stories.
ये जो
two
क्रिश्चियन ने एंगेज
separate
करने तो सामाजिक
perceptions.
हाँ हाँ हाँ
कौन था
It's a paid, man.
केदार केदार
Kedar, Kedar, Kedar.
Kedar one Kedar Mishra, a journalist, has been employed by the church
Really?
to
He's admitting.
to propagate their cause.
Yes. So
But,
basically his job is to speak against Hindu school of thought. It's not
And he has-
not Sangha. It's
He has
Hindu
prepared.
philosophy.
He has prepared a paper, comparative study of the cases. He says that the language paper has the Delhi. When I was at Delhi, I saw the incident in the media is something separate from the media. Here, local people are very much biased. They have
I
read all
see.
the things.
So how do you know he's getting church money?
From these things.
So like I'm sure.
Okay.
he's
No, I
like-
believe you. I'm just saying no evidence.
I have specific information from which account they used to get money. They used
Could
to
I
get
get
money
this
from
information?
NGO. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I can give. Like they get basically they get money from NGOs. They work as their consultants.
Yeah.
So they do nothing there, but they get paid. So that is part of their agreement. Like these people will be paid as consultants.
From
They'll
the NGO
do
code supplied by
purpose
the-
of theirs,
Yeah.
but will be paid by a particular
Ah.
NGO who is funded by
The
agency.
church.
Okay.
And they'll not say church, it's a international funding agency. Like see, Ford
Hey.
Foundation, I don't know, Ford Foundation, they,
Okay, bye. Now off. So can you start at the top? So you were there, and some youth were yelling.
The Christians have killed Swamiji. So when the church, some people out of the mob, some people tried to enter the church, police protected. There was some stone throwing. Police do lathi charge. The mob was irritated. They sat on a protest, and they don't allow the body to move from Fulbani. The road has been blocked. And then the police came, there was some compromise, and then the body go with the police protection. The people say that we won't want the help of police, we will take our own protection. All these things happen. So these things happen in any protest march, there was
So
some,
in Fulbani there was no church.
no, they have pelted
Burning.
stones to the church. Some people I came
He,
to know.
the
The
pastor
police
said,
was there. Police
Okay.
at Swamiji Swamiji was killed at 7:15.
Yeah.
By 8:30, I suppose, all the church has been guarded by the police. The district administration has sent police to every church at 8:30 in the night.
So, but this pastor.
So
he
there
said-
is also police. They have protested. They have protected. But how many police can control a mob?
No, my question is the pastor said they went inside
There
the
is no
church
pastor.
and
There
they
is no
took-
pastor, church, no father. There is not a single pastor in the church. In any of the church, there
No,
is
but
no
he
father.
didn't say. He said that they took the table.
He was not there.
Benches.
No, even no church pastor was there. Not a single father was in any church. They have fled away 2 days before. It is a planned murder. They have been informed. All the church has been vacated previous day.
गाड़ी ड्राइवर के ऊपर
And those who have left in the morning also.
ड्राइवर के ऊपर
At by the midday, 12 noon, nobody was there in the church.
So
In any of the church of the district.
गाड़ी has come.
Okay. Dhanyavad.
What do you say?
So the body
majority
is made
portion,
of 5
elements.
elements.
Pancha Mahabhuta.
Mahabhuta. Okay.
And every cell of your body is considered a Pancha Mahabhuta.
Yeah.
But there is a majority stake of
So
one Mahabhuta in any portion of the body.
Oh.
So the eye is the majority constituent is Agni.
Agni,
And
fire.
all other 4 are there. But the majority is Agni Mahabhuta.
Wow. And it's-
Similarly, the Vayu, the body, whole body, the skin is of Vayu Mahabhuta. And it is, but the majority portion is Vayu and other Mahabhutas are there.
So,
Similarly, the
earth,
nose
fire.
is Pruthi,
Earth.
earth.
Yes.
Its majority is earth and it is of the Gandha Tanmatra is here.
Smelling.
Smelling, The smelling is the main subject
Yeah.
of it. Bond. This is the gate.
Okay,
Here
Odisha,
the
okay.
enters the three deities. The Rathas stood here. The marking is here. Here stood here. The gods go inside and come outside by that road. And then the Ratha go to that place after few days. Then they go to
back.
that side.
So then the fourth one is water for the tongue.
Tongue, the
And-
rasa, jal.
Jal. And fifth one,
Fifth one is
ether, akash,
and then Akash is Sabda.
shabda.
That is on the we use mouth. Sabda Akash is Sabda Tanmatra.
Okay. So how do you
Sabda is
sound?
Akash, sound.
Okay.
Is
So-
of the Akash. Akash is mouth.
So how do you say I in Hindi? The word for I in Hindi?
Chakyu, Ankh.
Ankh. So chakyu.
Chakyu in Sanskrit, in Odia, and Ankh in Hindi.
Ankh. And then in another language, it's similar to Agni. That's why I'm asking. 'Cause
Chakyu, Chakyu.
optical,
Ankh.
ak in English, optical.
Optical.
And then also in German or French, I think the name or Spanish is Og. Og.
Ag means Agni.
Yeah, so even
Ag.
language is
Ag
showing
means
the
Agni.
connecting.
Ag means Agni.
And so even the eyes are round like the disc.
Yes.
So Shankaracharya, he was saying like this, yeah?
Bolo.
This Shankaracharya's words. Oh, we go darshan, huh?
The gates are closed.
Okay, so this is your petition.
Because the Mahapatra Commission who is conducting the inquiry regarding the murder of
Swamiji.
Saraswati and the events thereafter.
Okay. And so this is the new investigation. They opened a new investigation, right?
They have not opened new investigation.
No?
They have not opened new investigation.
Oh, because in the newspaper they had one article.
And that is actually, that investigation because of a High Court petition. The investigation has been reopened. But that order, that judgment of the High Court is not what you call a way of re-investigation in the sense the same people do investigate and what sort of investigation they do. So today I am going to the Supreme Court that whatever the High Court has done, there is no new thing will come out because the same people will re-investigate and they will stick their own position. What is the use of making such an investigation?
Oh, I see.
And second thing, we have taken legal position that the High Court cannot recall its order. Once they have considered it, their argument and all these things, counter argument, after 3-4 months, after 10 hearings, they cannot recall their order.
They cannot what?
They cannot recall their order.
Recall.
Recall.
Okay.
After making say 10 hearings, listening to both the parties, written submissions, what are the need for recalling the order? This is my High Court petition.
Okay.
This is my High Court petition. These are the orders and all these things.
Okay.
This was the initial first order. This is the petition before the High Court. Then I have a second petition before the High Court. They are all here.
Oh. And what is the main thrust of this petitions?
Petition, the investigation has not been conducted properly.
Yeah.
In fact, those who really conspired
Yes.
and those who really participated to
Yes.
part in the murder,
Oh.
they have not been able to, they have not been investigated,
Yeah.
they have been left scot-free. I'll give an example. You have also recorded it in your book.
Yes.
Say for example, the two boys, William Digal and Vicky Digal,
Yeah.
they were brought from Gunjibari Nuasai
Yeah.
by Guru Ram and Pandit Bismaji and all these things. They had a black travel bag. The travel bag had a knife, 2 black masks, a Bible and a diary and all these things. They were handed over to police. Police also gave a copy of the seizure memo to Pandit Bismaji that we have they found out such things in bag in possession of these people. And they were kept in police custody for 3 days because the local DIG and collector took them because maybe they are what you call retribution by the local people.
So they
After
were
all
taken into protective custody.
They were taken for 3 days protective custody, preventive custody mentioned. Then Lal Naik, he was also arrested. What happened? What was their investigation? Nobody said. Nobody said. And what the investigation I have kept it here also. He said, look, I just inquired from these people. They said we are not involved in murder and we have no blast mark, we have no knife and all these things. And it was seized from them before thousands of people. How can you say such a thing? Then look at this Barkhama, you have also recorded in your book. the jeep came, the Tata 407 came. It had 20 to 25 people. It had 2 motorcycles. They had exchange of fire with the SA people who were 16 in number. Then they would Crossfire and all these things. They left the vehicle. They went inside Burkama and all these things.
Yeah.
The vehicle was in the police station. The motorcycle was in the police station. But then no investigation. They said the vehicle was on repair on that day from 10 o'clock till 6 o'clock in the evening. After that, what happened? The vehicle belongs to a person called Dibakar Naik in Mundiguda. He is a converted Christian and all these things. And 2 persons, one Jit Singh from Mundiguda, Mundigod, and one Elois Naik from Bataguda, they were there.
Yeah.
And they were trying to escape by the motorcycle. That has been written in the complaint of the people themselves. Then the police sub-inspector Sibat sir, he has said yes, such vehicles are there, I'll produce all these people.
Yeah.
Then the project and Sureshwar, he has also said this, he has given in writing. Then next day what happened, same day, what happened? Then when there was the tribals came to know, they wanted to, because they suspected that 12, 15 people are inside Burkama village. So they came in a group. Then the local people, the Burkama Christians, they tried to retaliate. In fact, one of their persons, Militant Kartik, what he did, he threw a bomb at State Bank, and State Bank siren was blowing and all these things. Then in the meantime, when the matter came to such a impasse, police fired about 176 rounds. Then this rapid action force came. What they found out, from Kartik's house, they found 2 sacks full of bombs.
2 bombs?
2 sacks full, big sacks were all containing bombs from Kartik's house. And Biswas upon this AP coastal church, they found out guns, they found out swords, they found out explosives.
When was this?
It was on 25th. 25th itself in the afternoon. No.
07?
No. 25th.
What year?
25th.
No, which year?
2008. 25th August.
No, you said December they found it.
They found inside the church. And from inside the house of Kartik also, they found bombs from the inside the house of Kartik.
Exact date when they find
I'll
this.
give you the exact date. 25th or 26th, I'll give you the date.
After Swamiji's death?
After Swamiji's death.
In 2008?
2008.
Okay. So this is Barikama village?
Barkama village.
Barakrama village. Okay, okay. So.
And 2 people, they died in, one person was the old person, he was a heart patient, he died. Another person died in police firing. They said the local people have fired them and they have died. The matter came to the court. Court found no merit in the murder case. They are all released, acquitted and all. This is one case. Apart from these things, you have recorded in your book also, the 3 meetings in Betikela, in Kalumaha, in Podangi and all these things, especially Kalumaha, about 150 of these influential people, they were present. It was Nakul Naik, there was Praful Naik, there was Krishna Parasit, there was Gadapati Mandal, there was Hemant Naik, all of them. They were distributing a handbill. They were, they got photocopied by Manas Vinka photocopier, you are allowed to see it. What are they doing there? Police information was given to intelligence district bureau. They also didn't find it out. Another thing, on the day of the murder, people, they all, possibly the church people, the local convert, they all knew it. There's a person called Raju Paricha of Raikia. He is a friend of Guru Ram Patra. Raju was coming from Berhampur in the same bus. Guru Ram and they were classmates and otherwise friends also. He said, Guru Ram, what is this Swami doing? Why did you prevent from doing all these things? And something will happen within 2-3 days. Then, Guru Ram, what will happen? SP may do something, then he tried to, what you call, took a different sort of a version. That struck the mind of Guru Ram. Guru Ram on 23rd itself, he was in Baliguda. Then he telephoned the DIB Inspector Panigrahi. What is happening?
So back up a little bit. Who's Guru Ram?
Guru Ram is he's an activist. He is also in the Hindu Suraksha Mancha. Guru Ram belongs to Dharampur. I gave his name to you. Dharampur.
Dharampur. This
Guru
is
Ram.
in Kandhamal, Dharampur?
It is in Kandhamal.
Okay.
In between Raikia and Nuaga.
So he coincidentally overheard in conversation, he had
No,
information?
he had conversation with Raju Paricha. Raju told him that something may happen.
Oh. So why did Raju say this?
Because they had a meeting, they had knowledge of all these things earlier, that something is going to happen.
But why would Raju speak like this in public?
Raju said, See, tell Swamiji why he is doing all these things. He will be in problem.
So Raju is Christian?
Raju is a Christian.
Okay.
Raju.
So do these two guys know each other or just
They are
coincidence?
classmates.
Oh,
They are
okay.
classmates. They are friends.
Okay, gotcha.
They are classmates and
Okay,
friends.
okay.
That is how Raju said, Gurram, tell Swamiji why he is doing all these things. He will be in problem. And something will happen within 2-3 days. Then Gurram said, what will happen? He said, the SP may arrest him. Then he tried to twist the things. And when Guru Ram realized all these things, on 23rd itself, he telephoned the DIP Inspector Panigrahi that what is happening to Samit. This was at 6 o'clock. And 7:45 he is dead.
Okay, 1 minute. Okay, so he heard from Raju
Raju Parisha.
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 Like CHA.
CHA.
And
That something will happen to Swamiji within 2-3 days. Raju and Guru Ram are class friends.
okay,
Both of them are coming from Barampur.
okay. Old classmates.
Both of them are coming from Barampur by bus.
On bus ride.
Barampur to Raikia.
Okay, yeah, I'll get this in here. And then Guru Ram called who?
The policeman, Panigrahi, intelligence inspector in Baliguda. At 6 o'clock
Okay.
on 23rd August.
Okay, so I have all this here.
Right.
So I would like to get, if he can make an official notarized statement about this.
How Guru Ram will make a statement.
Okay.
In fact, I've advised him to make an affidavit also.
Yeah. Okay.
Guru Ram will
Get
make a
copy.
statement.
Get copy of affidavit.
Yes, yes.
And then are they still friends? Guru Ram and Raju
Raju.
friends today, still
Oh
friends?
yes, Pandit was present there. Pandit missionary was present when they called the police. When they called the police, Mr. Panigrahi, DIG inspector, Pandit was present.
Okay. So, but now this guy, Raju Paricha,
He has never been examined.
yeah, and he will never admit this publicly. Yeah.
He may not, but Guru Ram will be affidavit. But if you make intensive question, he will say it.
Yeah.
Intensive. These things,
Yeah.
apart from this Borkaman, this William Digal and D.K. Digal,
Yes.
what William said when people question him and tried the manhandling and all, he said, look, along with us, there were 28 to 30 people inside the church and 30 people are guarding it from outside. He also took the name of Chiku Paricha. Chiku Paricha was working with the Janavikas Kendra, Nuaga.
Huh.
Nuaga. Chiku Paricha an employee there, and he took the name of Bhutia Digal of Gundhalinga.
Huh.
That they were also present.
Okay. So then this William Digal, do we have any copies of their statements?
Yes. No, these statements, what they made, these statements for the police, I have the copies.
Okay. Yeah, anything I can get.
What they made this statement. I have gone to High Court that see these people have not been interrogated and investigated.
Wow.
That copy is having with me. What police record this statement after the murder during the course of investigation, that I have with me.
Okay. Okay. And then what about the Meena nun case?
Meena, yes. Meena, you have already written your book that she is from Dakora Gaon village near Dhama in Sambalpur and all these things. Meena was never a nun. Meena doesn't have the non certificate. Meena doesn't have the voter ID card.
Oh. So we have evidence of this?
Yes. In the constitution for the court, Meena doesn't have voter ID card, Meena doesn't have non certificate. What was Meena doing there?
Okay. So proof copies. I have proof of this. You can get to me?
Yes, I'll say. Because Ajit Patnaik, he was the lawyer.
Oh.
That will get.
Okay. So where are the accused?
Accused, many of them have been released in bail, except for Santosh Patnaik and Juriya Pradhan. Chief Manas Pradhan, others have been reasoned there.
So why those four no bail?
They said, Meena said, actually, Santosh Patnaik did really the rape,
Yeah,
rape.
okay.
The typical, what they call penetration and all these things. And these Pradhans, they cut all of Meena's hands and legs. That's why they are not in.
That's the story.
That's the story.
But what's the truth?
Truth, Meena has not been raped. Yes,
But
he has
she had an affair with the priest, right?
Yes. The priest has gone, Hadar Chalan.
Well, because like in my book they showed she was sexually active.
Yes. That the doctors that gave certificate they gave in the first report.
So they never checked the priest's DNA?
No.
No.
And priest has already gone to Kerala. In fact, when the priest
Was he Keраlan? He's
Yes,
from
Kerala.
Kerala? But Meena's from Kandhamal?
Meena is from Kandhamal, she is from Sambalpur. The name
Oh,
of the village
okay.
is Dakara
That's
and the
but
village is in
Orissa.
Dama, Odisha. She is a displaced person from Rengali Dam. Rengali, the Brahman, there is a dam across the river Brahmani near
I
Rengali.
see.
They came from that place. They settled in a place called Dakara. The village name is Dakara.
Yeah.
In the Thana, the PS Dhama,
Okay.
in district of Sambalpur.
Okay. And she's Pana?
Pardon?
She's Pana?
Meena is Pana.
Pana, okay. Yeah, this is so good we can show she's not a nun.
She is not a nun. She doesn't have the voter's ID card. She doesn't have any certificate, nothing. What was she doing there? In the church, there's no convent, nothing. What was this lady doing there?
So where is she now?
She is kept either in Bhubaneswar or in Rourkela.
Okay. Protective custody?
Protective custody of the church.
Okay. Wow.
No, apart from that.
Any evidence you can give me about this, the false basis of this case is very important.
I'll try that. I'll try to get from Mr. Varun Sultan. I'll try to get it from Wajit also. You are in Bhubaneswar for how many days?
I was planning to leave on the 14th.
Oh, before that.
Okay. Great.
I'll talk to Ajit because he has the copy of the statement. I'll talk to Mr. Dhalas. He has the copy of the medical report also. I'll give all these things.
Okay.
No, apart from this, what I
Yes.
investigated, say a person like Nakul Naik, EDMP who was involved all these things, ex-MP.
Who's Nakul Naik?
He's an ex-MP of Biju Janata Dal.
Which party?
Biju Janata Dal, BJD, Navin
Okay.
Patnaik's party.
Okay.
But now he's in Samajwadi party.
Okay. What's
Nakul
his
Naik,
story?
the vehicle was used there.
Oh.
The vehicle is a red Tavera vehicle.
Nakul Naik, what, to drive to Jalaspata?
Yes. He was in Ballyguda. Thereafter he vanished to Calcutta.
Transport of killers.
One more thing, Nakul Naik has a cousin called Banambar Naik.
Yes.
Banambar has this Bolero vehicle, black Bolero vehicle.
Yeah.
That also transported the killers. It went to in the Rampur road.
What's his name?
Banambar Naik.
Banam.
Banambar.
Banambar
Banambar Naik.
Naik Bolero.
Bolero, black Bolero.
Also used. And what did Nakul's vehicle?
Pardon?
Nakul's vehicle kya hai? What kind of vehicle?
Ye vehicle, he has Tavera, red Tavera.
What is this?
Red Tavera.
Red?
Red Tavera.
How do you spell Tavera?
Tavera is a brand name.
Oh, okay. Which company? Tata?
No, Ford.
Ford.
Bolero is Mahindra.
Oh, okay. Ford. Is this an Indian model?
Indian, yes, Indian model.
Okay.
See what happened? It's a Banambar's vehicle. It was driven by a Muslim driver. Banambar also works in government. Banambar's vehicle was driven by a Muslim driver who works in the health department.
Muslim driver.
Who works in the health department in Tumudibandha.
And then two.
Tumudi, Tumudi, Tumudibandha.
Okay. And
What happened? They transported the vehicle in the Bhavanipatna route, Rampur route. When they came back, there was roadblock. So what they did, they left the vehicle in a place called Khamanpada and went away. After 6 days, the police recovered the vehicle, and after 3 months, Banambar reclaimed the vehicle.
Vehicle recovered 6 weeks later.
3 months later, 12 weeks later, no, 6 months later.
6 months later recovered.
But these vehicles.
So where was it for 6
yes,
months?
it was abandoned in a place called Khamanpada.
So where can I get all the information,
You
documents?
can get it from it, documents. No, you can get it from it. It was in Tumulband police station for 6 weeks,
Okay.
6 months,
So this is all on paper?
all on paper.
Okay.
All on paper.
Okay, so what I'm doing now is this I will record in these notes, and basically what I'm writing here, I need documentation.
Yes, you have to have document.
Okay.
Otherwise, how can write in a book?
Exactly.
Unless you have the evidences and all this in a book.
Yes, yes.
And book must be supported by
Yeah.
all these items supported by
Yes.
evidences.
So basically what I will do is I will make a narrative, same like before, and then I
Right.
have all the documentation. So this vehicle recovered, and then this Muslim driver, you
Yes.
know his name?
He's working in the police. I'll give you his name.
Name kya hai?
I'll give you the name.
Oh, okay. And then what about, did he make any statements?
No, no investigation, nothing.
Nobody talked to him?
Nobody asked him.
So how do you know?
No, local people.
Oh.
Local people. In fact, you have been to this
So
Jalais
if it's only local people, then what documentation is available?
police, the vehicle was seized by police.
Okay, but the Muslim driver.
Muslim
connection-
driver, Banambar will say it. Banambar went with him. A Muslim driver can be questioned. He works in the health department in Tumulibanda. Banambar is a village level worker. How I got all these things? You have seen this Hanuman temple?
In
yes.
Kolbani.
No, in Jalaspata, that big hillock and all this, there's a temple called Hanuman temple. In Jalaspata.
I didn't see.
Yes. That was, the temple was constructed by me last January and all these
Oh,
things.
okay.
I got the local people there. They took me to Khamanpada. They took me to the place where the vehicle was parked also. Then I got out a police constable. He said, yes, we have taken the vehicle from this place. This is Banambar's vehicle. Banambar taken possession after 6 months.
I
The
see.
Muslim constable, police, he told me these things. And the local people also. Apart from that, there are others also. Say, for example, there is a place called Mahendra Digal, who was involved in murder in Bataguda. He openly went and told his wife, we have murdered the Swamiji. The wife cried.
Mahendra Digal.
Digal, from Bataguda.
So how did you get this?
Yes, local information.
He told wife.
That we have killed Swamiji. Then the wife cried.
Oh.
She said, look, now the local people come and beat us and burn our village. And she told all the women folk in the village in the morning.
Oh. Okay.
See, had police exact question this William Digal, and they would have still everything. But I do not know why police took such a protected thing.
So police not questioning?
No, nothing. Police investigation is totally snapshot.
Oh.
Entire effort was to fix the responsibility of the Maoists, the extremists. Yes, they have taken money, they might have to fire the guns. You have written, they said, look, the bullets that were used for killing Swamiji were the AK-47 bullets. But you have written in your book, from Sikarama village itself, they recovered 12 self-loading rifles and 8 AK-47 guns.
Yeah.
So it is available to everybody.
Yeah.
Why Maoists?
Yes.
And apart from that, this you have written that also in the book. This interview of the police IG who was conducting the investigation, crime branch and all these things. That people from Kotagada, from Barkhama, from Kutamgarh, they have been to Narayanpur in Bastar. That I have written myself also in this petition also. Petition that they have gone for training, but Narayanpur is a very stronghold of the Maoists in Bastar district. They took the route from Nabrangpur to Kundai to Keskal. I have written all these things.
Oh, okay.
That is,
Great.
that I investigated.
Yeah. So
and
then.
see, had they examined this William Vikram, critically examined, everything was come out. And had they got hold of this vehicle, Barkham people, 6-7 people, everything then and there would have come out.
Okay.
especially this yellow snake and this thing. One more thing. Before the murder, two convicts. One is Karam Singh, and the other is Bishambar.
Karam Singh, Vishwambar.
They are live convicts.
And what's Vishwambar's last name?
Bishambar, I do not know, but he is known as Bishambar. He has been again arrested by police also.
And
Bishambar, they were in Bhavanipatna jail serving life sentence.
yeah.
They were life convicts. But the Vijay Naik father, who looks after this Baliguda hostel and this church in Tumdiband, he got hold them as bodyguards after they were released from the jail.
Oh.
And they have criminal records also. In fact, they have been involved in the murder also, but police also didn't question them.
So how the father had them released from life sentence?
Possibly they must have served 10, 12 years, or somehow they have managed to get them out on Independence Day. Lot of people, convicts, they get released on Independence Day. Later, Karam Singh has been killed by his own villagers.
Oh.
And Bishambar has been re-arrested by the police again.
So
They
were released before Swamiji's murder?
Yes. They were
And-
working with Mr. Vijay Naik, who is also one of the conspirators.
Okay. So why was Karam Singh killed?
Because he is a criminal. He did some crime in his village, the villagers killed him in his own village.
Any information on this? I
Bishambar?
guess it's not so important.
Pardon?
I guess it's not too important, this
Yes,
case.
because they were involved in the murder. They were in fact, Vijay Naik.
Well, I mean, his killing is not so important.
His killing is not so important.
Yeah.
But he was involved.
But it shows his criminal nature.
Nature, his history, criminal history.
Yeah.
And they were working with Father Vijay Naik,
Okay, Biju Nayak is a priest.
priest. He looks after the Baliguda hostel run by the Christians. He looks after the church near the high school in Tumdibandha. And Vijay Naik vanished after the murder of Swamiji. Only surfaced again recently. He stays in Kotak, not in Kandhamal only.
Okay. What's he doing now?
He is as usual a priest. He is organized.
Still priest in Katak?
In Kotak.
Which
He doesn't go to. I
which-
do not know the
which
exact. I do not know the exact. church.
denomination?
Whether he is Catholic or Protestant,
Oh,
or
okay.
I do not know that. But that I will be able to give you. Because the Tumdiban church where he was staying, that I can know the denomination. And in
Okay.
fact, police has these two people, as I told you many times, Sulyam and Vikram, they would have told many things. The Chiku Parisa, Bhutia Digal, they would have told everything. They have admitted, and this vehicle in this Barkhama, all the 18, 20 people, they would have taken everything, but they have been allowed to release.
So basically, what we're talking about here is the negligence and contempt of the
Complete
court and the,
negligence and connivance.
and of the state, and the government and the police.
Connivance.
Yeah. So any documentation to verify this?
Yes. Documentation, Vijay Naik's, Bishambar and all these things I can get an
Okay.
affidavit from Nirala.
Because I think the thrust of this second report is to show how after 3 years,
They have not been able to
they're
make
not.
any headway.
They're not trying to solve anything, but meanwhile they put so much focus on attacking and false accusations of the Hindus,
Yes.
whereas the real original crime is being ignored.
No,
Okay.
see what happens. The crime was sidetracked. The aftermath of the crime, that took place here.
Yes. And then this nun case is very central
Center.
to
that they brought out, see,
because of the nun case, they were able to twist the whole thing
entire
in the world
that was
media.
the strategy.
And then now in London, these riots in England. Imagine if this was India. Now we would hear so much like the innocent people and the bad police, bad government. But because it's England,
England, nobody listens to anything.
yeah, and
That
even
riot
India's
was ended.
Yeah, even in the papers here, very reasonable articles
very reasonable and all these things.
about England riots. But
England riots. No focusing, nothing.
yeah.
12 towns, the riots were there. No focusing, no, not in the TV, nothing.
Yeah.
And
So-
I'll give you
so-
an example. Why that if you see the entire sort of thing, not a single father has been attacked, not a single nun has been attacked, and they were all empty 2 days before.
Wow. So how can you say no priests or nun is attacked?
Where is the evidence that they have been attacked? They are all gone out except this Father Chelan and this Mina.
Yeah.
Everybody went away.
So Chelan, he was attacked.
He was attacked.
So that's one.
Only one and nobody else.
Okay.
There are more than 1,500 prayer houses and churches in Kandhamal.
Except
Tell me, single father has been attacked.
Chelan.
He has suffered from violence. Single father except Chelan.
But he was the one having sex with the Mina.
Yes, Mina. Because the semen which was recovered from Mina's internal parts and all these things, private parts, that was the semen of an old person. Generally such semen is found out either in eunuchs or in old persons and all these things.
Old person?
Semen.
Yeah.
That semen only that can be found out in an old person or in an eunuch.
What do you mean old person?
Old person, see, after some years and all the old person, they lose their virility.
Oh.
This sperm and all this.
So you can do sperm count.
Right. That
So how old is Father Chelan?
Father must be between 65 to 70.
Okay, so why they don't compare his DNA?
Yes, that we wanted to see why didn't you compare his DNA. And Father Chelan has not come to Odisha thereafter.
Wow, so from elderly man. And what is the maximum age of the rape accused?
Rape accused, I'll tell you, the rape accused, there are 3 sets of father and sons. One of them is 70 years old, he cannot see.
70?
70 years old, one of the rape accused. There are 3 sets of father and sons and 1 set of brothers.
Okay. Yeah, all this information give to me.
I'll give you this,
Details of the accused.
I'll give you that.
Okay. And so they can say, so how about the main accused? What's his name again?
Santosh Patnaik.
Santosh, how old is he?
Santosh must be about 29, 30.
So any chance he could have a low sperm count?
I'll try that.
Okay.
Because I had what you call this TI test identifiers copy with me.
Okay.
I will give you a copy of that.
Okay, main accused in rape.
Santosh Patnaik.
Age 20,
Or 29, 30.
30. Okay, but what I don't understand is if you have the semen sample and you have accused, it's very easy.
They can be compared. DNA can be compared and they can be compared.
No comparison.
No comparison.
Yeah.
And in fact, now
Yeah, the truth is their hope is that we are sleeping. If we sleep, then they can get away with
no,
it.
this time, that's why they're taking time. Now almost the rape case, that is, there can be molestation that they can prove. But rape has not been committed.
So how can they prove molestation?
Molestation, like there may be a interior of a blouse or the petticoat and all these things, that may be proved. Nobody has seen it though. That may be proved. But
So was Meena dressed like a nun?
yes, Meena wore sari.
Sorry, not nun clothes.
No. Meena only wore sari. Sari, blouse and petticoat. And Meena said she was working the salary of 150 rupees. And she was also, getting 2 sets of cloth a year. That was what she was getting from the shop.
So was she, basically her role was lover for the priest.
No lover, she was there to sort people this way. No lover, that nothing. She was there to sort people, to have sex with people.
Oh, prostitution.
You cannot say prostitution. See, I have written in your own book and all these things. Many churches, people are involved in this. See in Kerala, what is happening and all. See here what is happening and all these things. This school, St. Arnold School, the father, he was accused of molesting the young girls. Now he is in jail.
Here?
In Bhubaneswar.
When?
Very recently, 15 days before. In fact, we gave a complaint to the police.
Oh. Do you know?
Saint Arnold's principal of the Saint Arnold School.
What was
Literally Christian.
your name?
I'll give you the name.
Okay. So, details regarding.
Molestation of young girls from class 8 to class 10. Now he has been arrested by the police.
So were all the students Christians?
No, they are Hindus.
So how does he get access to them?
Access, see, he is a principal, he is a teacher, call them to room and molest them, what is their approach?
Wow. How many victims?
Victims, I'll tell you that. In fact, L.K. Das
He's
is
a priest?
He's
Actual
not a
priest?
He's not a priest, maybe he's a Christian, he's not a priest.
Just like school administrator, or what's his position?
He could be. L.K. Das will be able to tell you everything. I will also get the paper cuttings from
Okay, students by.
from class 8 to class 10. Those who are in acquired the across the puberty age and all these things.
Okay, I don't know what was his position in the school, his authority.
He is the top man in the school.
Oh, principal?
Principal. Yes, principal.
In Christian school?
He's a Christian. Saint Arnold School. Saint Arnold.
Name?
Saint Arnold in Kalinganagar.
How do you spell? Saint?
Arnold. This name of the school is Saint Arnold.
Arnold?
Arnold. A-R-N-O-L-D.
Right,
In
okay.
Kalinganagar.
In
Kalinganagar, Bhubaneswar. Kalinga. K-A-I-N-G-A. Nagar, N-A-G-A-R. Bhubaneswar.
Wow. So, was this like an ongoing thing?
Yes, it was an ongoing thing.
And the girls
protested. After she, committed such offences, then girls told their parents. They came in a group. They said, look, remove this fellow and send him to the police. Still, police wasn't doing it. Then after popular pressure and all this, he was arrested.
Okay, why this is important is I want to show the government police mood towards Christian authorities.
Yes. Because when they went to the Khandagiri Thana, they said no, go to Mahila Thana. Mahila Thana also, the Mahila police.
This is shocking to me because this culture, especially traditional cultures, they have a very strong sense of protection for their young girls.
Right.
And so this, I don't know, it's kind of surprising. So then basically the parents, they did not riot?
No, they went to the school, they said give a complaint in writing.
No, they didn't burn the church or burn the school?
No.
This I would do.
No. They came to the police station.
I would attack and beat. But why so peaceful?
Peaceful, see. They said let this man go and let be punished. That was the thing.
So, but what about the victims, like traumatized?
I do not know.
Nobody's helping victims.
No, what treatment
Is
they're
victims?
getting.
No
See,
treatment.
in your society, in such a things, people generally don't speak out.
No counseling.
Right. No counseling. There may be. We have not talked to the parents.
So maybe you can get information because again, if these victims are being ignored, again
Right.
we're showing
Right.
not incompetence, negligence again.
Negligence.
Victims any help. Okay. Yeah, this is crazy. That's one thing when I went to Jalaspata Ashram was sad, like the trauma is still there. And that's what's so bad about this is high crimes, they're being ignored. And then no crime.
Side effects.
Yeah, but like Swamiji and them, they're doing beneficial works and then they're being turned into criminal image. Yeah, I mean, I hope I can help again, I have no power. But I hope that I can be used by God.
Right.
Yeah, I don't understand why God makes the good people weak.
I go to Jalaspata almost every month.
Oh.
Now I'm in charge of the school.
Oh, okay.
I'm in charge of the school.
Yeah, good. Yeah, the girls, they had very good demeanor at this school. But maybe because I was speaking to them about sensitive subjects, they were very sad, and crying.
And the girls are trained in self-defense.
Oh, good.
Yes. See, basically, if you see, when they're practicing what we call Dandacharana, Lathi and all this, you'll be surprised.
Yeah.
They can beat 10 boys, 10 men.
Good.